Kazusa Yuu dies unexpectedly and wakes up alone in a strange land. In the strange world of Yale, the young man boldly states he's going to survive. His adventure starts by accident, a tragedy happening just before his camping trip. He wakes up in a mysterious forest, taking in the unfamiliar surroundings. Unharmed, he puts together that he might be in another world. Curious and unsure, he studies the odd blue leaves around him. Rummaging through his backpack, he checks the few items he has with him. Finding water quickly becomes his priority as a strange creature watches him. Watching the unfamiliar wildlife, he notes how the climate feels like Japan's. Thankful for his survival skills, he finds a clear stream nearby. He feels triumphant, knowing he has a reliable water source. Seeing crayfish in the stream, he wonders if Earth's survival rules still apply. Filling his bottle cautiously, he takes a sip, trusting his instincts. The water tastes fresh, reassuring him that it's clean. With water secured, he sets up a simple shelter, planning to trap animals. Next, he turns his attention to finding food despite his flimsy shelter. Eagerly, he checks his trap, hoping it caught something. Crayfish in the trap bring relief, showing his persistence pays off. He sits beside a small fire, proud to use skills he hadn't needed in years. Reflecting on his old knowledge, he feels a sense of pride. Observing the crayfish's odd shape, he marvels at this world's differences. He considers removing the crayfish's head to find the edible parts. Afraid of injury, he prepares to smash the crayfish's head. Feeling its unexpected hardness, he pauses, unsure what to do. Deciding to grill them as is, it seems like his only option now. Selecting a leaf, he hopes it will keep things clean. As he nears the fire, a strange sensation warns him of trouble. He feels uneasy, particularly about two of the crayfish. Thinking they might spoil soon, he hangs them up to cook. He pauses for a moment, taking in the starry sky, grateful for the clear air. Seeing the shell now soft, he grins as he gets ready to feast. He takes a bite, enjoying the flavor, though he's surprised by sandy grittiness. Thinking back, he realizes that steaming could have made the meal better. As he peels the crayfish, small eggs catch his eye, sparking his suspicion. Uncertain of what the eggs really are, doubt creeps in. Fear strikes as he worries the eggs might be toxic, causing him to spit everything out. His bad feeling about the eggs hits home, and he wonders if he can sense danger now. Excitement grows as he realizes he might have a knack for detecting poison. Looking forward, he thinks this new ability could help him survive. Feeling hopeful, he plans his next day under the soft light of the moon. As dawn nears, sleep takes over, and his shelter provides a brief rest. Waking up in the dark, he's unsure of the hour, feeling the weight of what's ahead. Determined, he sets out to explore and learn about his new world today. His curiosity guides him to a tree with odd, tempting fruit, reminding him of his hunger. A yellow squirrel suddenly darts by, making him curious about these strange creatures. A grand fruit tree stands out, and its enticing fruit captures all his attention. Fueled by desire, he climbs the tree, aiming to reach the fruit. Unexpectedly, he feels his grip slipping, filling him with panic. Recognizing the risk, he fears a fall could hurt him badly. In disbelief, he struggles to grasp what's happening as he slips. Fear floods his eyes as he falls, facing his own fragility. Despair sinks in, and he wonders if this is the end. Desperately, he cries out, determined not to give up. The young man tries to touch something in front of him, puzzled by an invisible barrier. He kicks out, surprised when he feels no contact, as if an unseen shell surrounds him. Driven by curiosity, he ventures into the forest and finds strange marks etched into a tree. Standing on a cliff's edge, he takes in the vast landscape, pondering his next move. Amongst nature's beauty, he reflects on his isolation and the challenges ahead. With a stone in hand, he's deep in thought about what it takes to survive here. Checking his aura's strength, he understands it's useful for protection. Remembering a past fall, he wonders at surviving without injury, intrigued by his abilities. He realizes he can absorb traits from what he eats, considering what this means. Discovering he can sense poison and get stronger from eating, he sees a path forward. Naming this ability eating, he feels hopeful about the future. Excited by his power, he bites into a fruit for energy, startled by its sourness. Reflecting on his findings, he sums up 3 major discoveries he's made. He values his poison-sensing ability but knows it has limitations. Despite eating different things, he notes that not all grant new powers. His determination grows as he grips a tool he's crafted, ready for what's ahead. Pleased with his homemade weapon, he feels ready to tackle challenges. His gaze shifts to an unusual tree, his curiosity piqued. He notices the tree's fruit, which irresistibly draws creatures near. Thankful for hardening, he observes the tree's roots, consuming defeated creatures. As sunlight streams through the trees, he moves carefully forward. Expecting something new, he smiles when a rustling sound fills the air. A single-horned creature charges at him, drawn by his presence. He realizes his ability isn't just attraction, but something deeper, a lure. Understanding this, he notes his power makes him appealing as prey. Eager for his first taste of animal meat here, he plans his approach. He hears a voice calling for help and wonders if he should step in. His steps lead him back to the mysterious tree, affirming his thoughts. Yu figures that someone else has also fallen under the tree's strange power. Knowing rest is not an option, he stays alert and ready. Spotting a girl unconscious by the tree, Yu realizes she's another victim. He notices her striking silver hair, but can't wake her up. If she didn't arrive by teleporting, there must be people nearby. Focusing back on his meal, Yuu hopes it's almost cooked. The meal smells bad, even after trying to fix it with needles. Tasting the meat, the unexpected umami surprises Yuu despite the foul taste. Glad to have food, he recalls how long it's been since he had meat. In a rare moment of contentment, Yuu appreciates his meal. His peace is broken as he senses something coming closer. He watches in awe as a creature suddenly appears and devours the fire. Yuu marvels at this world, finding the fire-eating creature pretty funny. He checks Clara, who suddenly wakes up, surprised to see him. Later, they sit apart, both quietly thinking about what to do, knowing communication might be hard. Offering her food, Yuu assures her, guessing she's hungry even though it smells bad. Clara thanks him awkwardly, her struggle with the language evident, while he considers meeting another person here. Surprisingly, Clara uses translation magic to speak Japanese, which helps ease their communication worries. Feeling relieved, Yuu asks about her injuries and Clara expresses gratitude, mentioning her healing magic skill. They exchange names, marking the start of a connection in this new place. Their quiet moment by the fire stretches into a shared understanding. Clara tells Yuu about her run-in with the charm tree and dangerous creatures around. Thankful, Clara realizes Yuu's actions saved her life. Switching gears, Yuu asks Clara about her plans to return home. Clara explains that her injured leg makes traveling impossible right now. He offers to carry her to the village, though she hesitates. Yuu ponders the distance and dangers to the village while thinking about her healing time. Clara apologizes, knowing her inability to walk complicates their next steps. She asks if she can stay with Yuu until she's healed up enough to move. Yuu insists she should stay, knowing there aren't any safe spots nearby. He promises not to leave her, ready to face the challenges together. Even as Clara wonders if she's any help, Yuu values her presence and what she brings. Feeling grateful and emotional, Clara agrees to their plan, while Yuu promises they'll figure it out. Both decide to rest for the night, knowing they'll need energy for what lies ahead. Yuu carefully checks their campsite, making sure it's secure as darkness sets in. Under the moonlight, Yuu thinks about all the busy days ahead and what they'll tackle together. Yuu skillfully climbs a tree, feeling a strength he never had before arriving in Viel. As he munches on a piece of fruit, Yuu wonders if this newfound power comes from his diet. He spots a familiar blue leaf nearby and decides he should gather more of them. The breathtaking view of Viel spreads out before Yuu, and he takes a moment to enjoy the peace. He uncovers some rock salt hidden in the mountain, a surprising but useful find. Mixed in with the salt, he discovers seashells, which only piques his interest more. Curiosity gets the best of him, and Yuu imagines what mountain shells might taste like. Back home, Yuu is eager to share his finds with Clara and enthusiastically greets her. Clara can hardly believe the variety of items Yuu has collected from his trip. Though unsure of how exactly, Yuu is certain that these items must be edible. Suddenly, Clara's attention shifts to something ahead, leaving her stunned. Yuu notices Clara's intense focus and asks her if there's something special she's seeing. He shares how the blue leaves taste sweet and sour, sparking Clara's interest. Clara reveals that these leaves are actually mana herbs, which are precious here. Yuu learns that these mana herbs are highly valued and great for trade. Clara explains how the herbs enhance magic power, making them vital to mages. Yuu suggests Clara try eating the herbs to boost her magic energy. Clara hesitates, but with Yuu's encouragement, she agrees to try them. She savors the sweet taste of the herb, thoroughly enjoying it. Magic power surges through Clara as she feels herself becoming stronger. With a shy approach, Clara has a question on her mind for Yuu. Yuu, with a smile, teases her to save some excitement for dessert. Clara lights up, excited at the thought of trying more delicious things. Yuu decides to start with a salt roll, noting that they can't be stored for too long. Clara mentions that salt rolls are a favorite treat among hunters here. While discussing cooking tips, Clara warns him about possible poisonings. Yuu introduces the idea of using garum as a popular seasoning choice. With excitement, Yuu exclaims that he finally understands how to prepare the seasoned dish. Yuu gathers ingredients, carefully preparing their meal over a fire. As steam rises, Yuu enjoys the earthy smell like boiling mushrooms. The soup gently simmers, steam curling up warmly. Satisfied with the result, Yuu notes it's done. With care, he lifts the lid, unveiling their dinner. The mountain-clear soup gleams, looking so inviting. Clara gazes at its beauty, eager to taste it. Seated together, they express their thanks and start eating. The taste sends Yuu on a nostalgic journey. He picks up a piece, examining its texture thoughtfully. Yuu takes a bite, savoring the flavors as they unfold. The rich broth and springy bites delight his senses. Yuu notices the herbs give a unique fragrance, unlike the mushroom aroma. Clara finds the gentle scent delightful and thanks Yuu warmly. She savors the moment, looking forward to the upcoming dessert. Yuu thinks about turning herbs into syrup or jam, sparking Clara's interest. Clara's excitement grows, though it seems a bit fancy for their setting. Yuu asks Clara to teach him more about the unique world of Viel. Taken by surprise, Clara gladly agrees to his request. She shares her passion for teaching, reassuring Yuu. Clara emphasizes her eagerness to help, and Yuu feels grateful. Yuu, excited to learn, jokingly bans certain phrases, as Clara happily accepts her new teaching role. 3 days pass, and Yuu amazes Clara with his fast learning of simple magic. Thanks to Clara's translation magic, Yuu gains a better grasp of the language. He wonders if this magic affects her ability to heal. Clara reassures Yuu, explaining the translation magic uses little energy, and she has plenty to spare. Yuu learns that high-level healing magic requires complex skills beyond simple recovery. Clara explains how mana-rich foods like mana herbs boost magic energy. Good food helps magic power bounce back faster. Yuu thinks about how eating better gives him fresh energy here. Clara spots the aha moment starting in his mind. Just as Yuu starts to share his thoughts, they feel something eerie. Out of nowhere, a scary creature appears, making them both freeze in shock. Yuu stands firm, determined as the creature barrels toward him, preparing to act. He readies his weapon, using his hardening powers as the creature draws nearer. Closing in, Yuu braces himself, planning his retaliation. The creature charges with fierce speed, forcing Yuu into quick action. Realizing the speed of his foe, Yuu knows he must stay alert. With agile movements, Yuu dodges the attack, gaining confidence. The creature's wild charge becomes difficult to control, giving Yuu a crucial edge. Frustration bubbles as the creature keeps coming at Yuu relentlessly. Clara's urgent warning heightens the tension around Yuu. The beast charges again, its massive horns aimed directly at Yuu. Yuu narrowly escapes the charge, his hardening power just enough to shield him. He desperately seeks a new strategy, knowing he can't counterattack as he is. A glimmer of an idea forms as Yuu looks toward the nearby trees. He hopes to trap the creature's horns in the tree's branches. Bolstered by his plan, Yuu prepares for the creature's next move. The timing must be perfect to avoid the impending danger. Yuu knows this is his only chance. Failure isn't an option. The ground shakes as the creature storms forward once more. It crashes into the tree, its horns stuck fast in the wood. Seizing the moment, Yuu readies himself to counterattack. He rushes forward, adrenaline pumping as he spots his chance. The creature thrashes wildly, but its horns are tightly trapped. Clara's voice pushes Yuu to hurry, cutting through the tension. The horns strain against the wood, as if to break the creature free. Yuu hesitates, then catches a sword Clara throws to him, hope in her eyes. Holding the sword firmly, Yuu prepares for the defining moment. He steadies his breathing, focusing intensely on his target. A quiet moment stretches out as the creature senses what's coming. The creature roars, fierce and wild, as Yuu answers with his own shout, filled with determination. Though Yuu is thrown backward, he refuses to give up, gripping his sword tightly for one last try. With a surge of energy, Yuu races toward the beast, his sword held firm, ready for a real battle. He leaps, pouring all his determination into the swing, yelling, "This ends now!" His blow strikes true, and in that final decisive moment, the creature collapses instantly. Yuu stands over the defeated monster, breathing hard, feeling a mix of relief and fatigue. Gazing at his sword, Yuu quietly realizes the depth of his own power and what he's truly capable of. They lay slices of meat on a large leaf, getting the grill ready. Yuu shows off the cooking stone to Clara and calls them over for dinner. Clara raises an eyebrow when she notices the meat is still raw. Yuu grins, explaining it's for grilling right over the fire, together. He recalls wrestling with a deer earlier, feeling thankful for his skills. Nearby, a girl who helped him before is still unconscious and worrying them. Yuu and Clara are anxious, knowing it's critical she wakes up soon. They decide to cook anyway, hoping the savory smell might revive her. Anticipation grows as they wait for the meat to cook. Clara takes the first bite, a satisfied grin spreading across her face. They share a look of delight at the unexpectedly rich flavor. The melting fat adds such a smooth texture, making each mouthful rewarding. It's like the land's bounty is packed into every bite. They agree, this is the best meat they've ever tasted. Clara quickly suggests they keep digging in, since there's plenty more. Yuu nods with enthusiasm, ready for another taste. He thinks about how the thigh cut is his favorite, full of flavor. Clara watches closely, eager for more meat to be ready soon. The sirloin tops even the thigh, bursting with savory goodness. Yuu can't help but wonder about how amazing wild meat can be. He thinks this wild find beats even the best farm-bred cattle. Pausing, he rests his chin on his hand, lost in thought. Clara asks why he's stopped, curious about the next move. Yuu admits there's something baffling about the meat's taste. He usually finds tougher meat from strong animals. Together, they wonder why that's not happening now. Clara suddenly realizes it must be the animal's magic power. The stronger their magic, the tastier the meat becomes. Yuu nods at Clara's explanation, amazed by the way magic affects the world around them. Nearby, the unconscious girl starts to stir, the meal's wonderful aroma pulling her back to consciousness. Clara wakes up confused but can't resist the delicious smell, asking if she can share the meal. Feeling her stomach growl, she blushes a bit but admits how hungry she is. Thanking Yuu for his kindness, she acknowledges their help in a recent battle. As Clara digs into the food, Yuu smiles and invites her to tell them her name. Satisfied after a few bites, she expresses surprise at finding such delicious food in the wild. Yuu shrugs off her praise, saying it's just some basic seasoning that did the trick. Clara insists he should be proud, noting how well he cooked the meat. Katya joins in, agreeing that there's nothing quite like grilling different meats to perfection. Finally, she decides to introduce herself properly as Katya Firo, a temple knight. She shares her duties as a temple knight, educating her new friends. Yu admits he's not familiar with temple knights since he's an outsider in this world. Katya, feeling friendly, urges Yu to ask whatever questions he has. She reveals she's 19, which surprises Yu since she seems so composed. Thankful for their rescue, she explains her mission in the mountains. Katya tells them about the strange sightings she's been sent to investigate. Yu and Clara, intrigued, ask her what exactly has been spotted around here. Katya mentions a dragon, emphasizing how crucial it is to confirm its presence. The idea of a dragon nearby sets Yu thinking about what that could mean. Clara imagines the chaos a dragon sighting would cause among the knights. Katya stresses that it's her job to figure out the true threat level and keep order. Close to starvation before, Katya recounts her tough time surviving in the mountains. Yu, wanting to help, suggests Katya might stay with them for the time being. Katya hesitates at first, not wanting to be a burden on the group. Yu reassures her, explaining how her skills would really benefit them all. Quietly, Katya thinks over what it means to have someone strong to fight alongside. As she ponders, she watches Yu handle a nearby monster with ease, impressed by his strength. Yu reaches out to Katya, hoping she'll join them despite the risks. Katya decides to accept and agrees to be part of the camp. Clara admires Yu's kindness, strengthening their group's bond. Katya and Clara share a glance, building their new friendship. Yu watches their growing friendship, a bit shocked but amused. With a shared smile, Clara and Katya grow even closer. They notice the dragon's shadow cross the moon, hinting at danger. Together and united, the team readies for what's next. Yu lights up when someone mentions the sea, loving everything about its creatures. Looking out over the ocean, Yu feels lucky to share the view with Clara since it's rare in VL. He can't wait to dive in and suggests they catch some fish right away so they don't waste time. In the shallows, fish swim around without a care, making it easy for Yu to plan a quick catch. Just as he's getting ready, Yu is caught off guard by an unexpected distraction. Katya bursts onto the scene looking focused and ready to jump in, surprising Yu. Her enthusiasm pumps everyone up, raising the energy in the group. Watching Katya, Yu wonders if this bold attitude is normal in VL or something special. As he dives in, the underwater world is stunningly clear, and Yu is amazed by its beauty. Fish in VL don't seem scared, giving Yu plenty of chances to try catching one. Surrounded by all sorts of fish, Yu finds it tough to pick just one. They all look so tasty. He's got a harpoon ready, but decides to first try grabbing one with his hands. A quick-moving fish slips right through Yu's fingers, darting off before he can react. Suddenly, a loud sound catches him off guard, leaving him startled. Gasping for air, Yu surfaces, still surprised by the weird noise made by the fish. He tells Katya he's all right, just surprised by the strange behavior of the fish. Curiously, Yu wonders where the unusual sound came from. Clara jumps in, explaining that it's a trick of the symbol fish, which is quite a treat. Eager not to mess up again, Yu sets his sights on another weird-looking fish. This odd fish just might be the one Yu's looking for, to make a delicious meal. Hovering serenely, the fish doesn't even notice Yu is watching it closely. Yu grips his spear, eyes locked on the target, ready to make his move. A sudden blast of white liquid surprises Yu, throwing off his plan. At first confused, Yu realizes it's just air bubbles, not anything harmful. Knowing the fish's trick now, Yu gets ready to outsmart it. He pops up for a gulp of air, with a new strategy in mind. With a big smile, Yu lifts his catch out of the water, feeling proud. His spear holds the fish tight, showing off his hard-won success. Cheers erupt when Yu proudly announces he's caught the fish. He and Katya relax, enjoying a peaceful moment after their hard days. Curious about the mysterious Badlands, Yu asks Clara to explain them. Clara describes them as harsh areas filled with extreme weather and tough creatures. She notes how they hunt monsters and dragon-like creatures from these lands. Yu's eyes light up at the thought of finding strong and possibly tasty beasts. Clara warns that few return from the Badlands unless they're really important. Despite the dangers, the group savors the calm, far from chaos. Clara cautions Yu, reminding him that danger can strike anywhere. Yu, unfazed, assures her they'll tackle surprises as long as they're careful. Feeling secure, Clara admires Yu's calmness in such a dire world. Yu's energy and hope glow brightly, lifting everyone's spirits. Clara reflects on her past loneliness and knows she can learn from Yu. Yu stands tall, his resolve clear as they continue their trek. He ponders the secrets of the Badlands, ready for what's ahead. Their adventure rolls on into new realms of discovery and peril. Yu thinks about cooking the bubble fish in different ways that aren't grilling. He weighs deep frying and baking, but decides trying something new could be worth it. With an idea in mind, Yu borrows Katya's knife to start his experiment. The rocky area serves as their kitchen as they begin the cooking adventure. Yu skillfully slices the fish, impressing Katya with his technique. He says anyone can get good at it with practice, trying to keep it light. Katya can't hide her excitement as she watches him work. Yu points out the fish's giant lungs, making cutting easier. The fish's pores remind Yu of lotus root, and they're not oily. As they finish prepping the last fish, Yu feels both determined and worried. Looking at the fish Katya caught, Yu gets an uneasy feeling. Yuu remembers some fish hide poison in their eggs, causing concern. Finding a parasite in the fish eases some worry but confirms his fears. He notices more parasites, making careful preparation even more crucial. Katya sees Yuu looking worried, so he tries not to show it. With determination, Yuu starts removing parasites, keeping Katya unaware. Yuu feels strong with his special talent for spotting parasites. A wave of confidence hits him as he considers his amazing skills. Katya admires Yuu's work, not knowing his internal doubts. Yuu knows being careful is key to surviving in their tough world. Assuring Katya about the meal, Yuu boosts her trust and excitement. He sends Katya to get ingredients, keeping her involved and safe with Clara. Calm scenery highlights Yuu's focus as he carefully prepares the dish. Katya returns, intrigued as Yuu unveils the freshly made food. Suggesting they start simple, Yuu sets up something special in store. Yuu introduces fishball soup, capturing their curiosity with this new idea. Clara and Katya's interest grows as they ask about the anticipated main dish. With pride, Yuu reveals his masterpiece, hinting at a memorable meal ahead. The sea and mountain carpaccio wows everyone, showing just how clever Yuu is with food. He talks them through the special dressing, making the dish even better. Katya and Clara look at it nervously, not sure if it's really okay to eat. Yuu wonders why they aren't super impressed right away. The girls worry that eating raw fish might make them sick. Yuu suddenly gets it. They don't know enough about food safety here. To prove it's fine, Yuu decides to take the first bite himself. He confidently eats the fish, hoping to show them it's safe. Citrus and leeks bring the flavors to life with a kick. Yuu's surprised by the awesome crunch balanced with tenderness. Pleased with his creation, he calls it delicious, catching their interest. Clara and Katya, motivated by Yuu's enjoyment, decide to try it. They lean in closer, their curiosity sparked by Yuu's bold move. Katya, surprised by the taste, finds it delightful and encourages Clara. The mix of citrus and fish leaves Clara amazed by how well it works. Grateful she tried it, Clara decides she'll never miss out again. Feeling full and happy, they all enjoy the success of the meal. Katya, curious, asks Yuu about the nutrients he talked about earlier. Yuu explains that nutrients are sort of like different kinds of mana. Clara understands since mana helps with recovering magic energy. Yuu talks about how nutrients help keep you healthy and heal faster. He shares a story of smart cooking in harsh lands to survive. A disease hits the expedition hard, but one local guide stays healthy. Yuu describes the scary symptoms, leaving Clara and Katya shocked. The sickness turns out to be scurvy, caused by not getting vitamin C. Katya demands to know what made the guide different. Yuu points out it's all about their diet, mostly fish. He hints there's something special about the guide's eating habits. Katya mulls over the guide's unusual eating habits. Suddenly Katya gets a bright idea, a realization lighting up her face. Turns out the guide's secret was eating raw fish to keep the nutrients intact, just as Katya thought. Yuu tells them vitamin C is tricky to keep when cooking, highlighting how careful they need to be. He emphasizes how heat can destroy vitamin C quickly, and Katya listens intently. He mentions the native guide thrived on raw fish, a practice new to the group. Katya and Clara think about how dangerous it is to eat without fresh vitamin C. Realizing its importance, they consider raw fish and citrus as vital sources of nutrients. Katya wonders how they can keep vitamin C while cooking, fueling further questions. Yuu mentions that some vegetables like potatoes help protect vitamin C. Clara asks why the raw fish was safe this time, and Yuu points out freshness is key. Yuu brings up parasites, sharing his knowledge and how cooking kills them. He talks about his skill in spotting parasites, ensuring their sashimi is safe to eat. Katya playfully imagines the risk, picturing an unsettling scene humorously. The thought of bugs makes Katya go pale, catching Yuu's attention. In distress, Katya worries about her stomach being full of bugs. Yuu reassures her that he checked the carpaccio for bugs. Clara chimes in, saying stomach aches aren't always from parasites. Yuu clarifies that invisible spirits, not bugs, might sometimes be to blame. Katya apologizes for getting carried away. Clara and Yuu share a relieved smile, easing the tension. Katya excitedly thinks about trying more raw fish, eager to learn from Yuu. The group looks forward to new tastes and the cooking adventures ahead. Ready for more fun, they all set out on their next big challenge. Yuu feels a surge of new energy inside him, almost like magic waiting to be released. Suddenly, the energy bursts out, catching him by surprise. Covered in a strange foam, Yuu tries to wrap his head around this new power. Katya comes upon Yuu and is shocked to see him like this. Yuu, wrapped in foam, tries to calm Katya, letting her know it's really him. He explains he was just testing out his new foam ability while Katya looks on, bewildered. Switching gears, they turn their attention to the group's plans, noting how quickly Clara is bouncing back. Pleased with Clara's improvement, they decide it's time to return to their camp. Yuu observes Katya's tiredness and checks in with her to see how she's holding up. Sitting by the fire, they confirm Clara's rapid healing, giving credit to the good meals they've shared. Yuu thanks Clara for her help, admitting he couldn't have managed the risks without her. He reflects that without Clara, both he and Katya would have faced even greater dangers. Katya seems a bit lost in thought, drawing Yuu to ask about her well-being. Yuu comments on her pale look, urging Katya to take a break if she's not feeling well. He reminds her that staying healthy is crucial. especially while they're in the mountains. Katya admits she's been slow to speak up, feeling like there's not much to be done. Softly, she reveals the main issue is her lack of sleep. Even though she's exhausted, Katya shares how she keeps waking up frequently, struggling to rest deeply. Yu considers how hard it can be to get good sleep in new surroundings, and thinks over ways to help. They exchange apologies, empathetic to the hurdles they've been tackling. Concerned about adding to Katya's stress, Yu confesses he's unsure how to tackle her insomnia. Katya hesitates, then admits fear of bugs messes with her sleep. Yu surprises her by offering to tackle the bug problem himself. They agree to try a fix after they wrap up their food gathering. Clara volunteers to keep an eye on the camp while they're out gathering. A peaceful forest canopy surrounds them as they venture out on their mission. Yu plans to collect leaves to kick off building a basic shelter. He declares the start of their project with newfound confidence. Yu grips his knife, checking if the leaves will do the trick. He matches each piece, planning for their shelter. Convinced they need lots of ivy, he sets a clear goal. Laden with materials, Yu and Katya return to their base. Clara waves them over, acknowledging Katya's hard work. Impressed, Yu praises Katya for gathering so swiftly. Clara wishes she could help more, searches for a task. With a smile, Yu assigns her a helpful job. They work as a team, splitting leaves with ease. Sitting by the fire, they prep leaves for the shelter. Yu guides Katya on trimming wood just right. With a plan in mind, Yu gears up for the build. Yu presses poles into the ground, forming a sturdy base. He shapes the poles into a dome. The framework begins. Ready to go, Yu and Clara tie leaves along the frame. As the shelter takes shape, Clara beams with pride. Katya joins, impressed by their clever creation. Yu points out the raised bed, perfect for a bug-free sleep. Their shelter stands strong, silhouetted against the setting sun. Inside, Katya and Clara admire their effort, thankful for Yu's creativity. Around the warmth of the fire, Yu explains his survival plan, impressing his friends. Thinking about old wisdom, Yu feels proud of what they built today. Katya thanks Yu deeply, feeling relieved by his support. Clara and Katya both voice their admiration for Yu's leadership. Yu, a bit surprised, senses the weight of their praise. As the day winds down, Yu suggests a meal under the stars, winding down the night together. Yu stands his ground as a giant spiked turtle charges at him, starting the showdown. Determined and focused, he uses his hardening ability to brace for the impact. In a swift move, Yu grabs the creature and lifts it, showing his triumph. Clara walks over, clearly impressed and a bit amused by Yu's display of power. She teases him about how far they're willing to go for a good meal. Yu responds casually, boasting he can handle bigger challenges than this little turtle. They chat about the turtle, known more for being tough to eat than its taste. But Yu argues that with the right cooking, it offers a unique flavor adventure. Eager to take on the challenge, Yu shifts his focus to dinner prep. Katya and Clara laugh, feeling like they're part of a cooking show. Yu reassures them by explaining that, once prepared, the turtle is like any other meat. He starts gathering ingredients, using grass tie wrap to spice up the dish. Identifying the plant's edible parts, he enhances the meal's complexity. Yu picks up a wooden tool, ready to prepare the special wrap. As he mashes it, he comments on its unique smell and taste, similar to umeboshi. Katya and Clara catch the aroma, thinking it's even good for sensitive stomachs. Yu tells them to layer the mash between the turtle meat slices, building excitement. He pulls out a sack of flour, ready to coat all the ingredients. Katya shares why she always keeps flour, saying its versatility has often saved her. Yu completes a batter by mixing water and salt with the flour and turtle eggs. He covers the spiked turtle slices in this prepared batter. Advising Clara and Katya, Yu shares how using flour can be a handy survival tip. With the batter ready, he moves to deep fry the turtle slices in the hot oil. The sound of sizzling oil fills the air, making everyone's mouths water with anticipation. Once the frying's done, Yu presents the spiked turtle tempura with pride. Katya admires the dish, amazed at how elegant it looks despite its fierce origins. With excitement, they prepare to try the dish, expressing their thanks. Clara and Katya dig in, eager to see if Yu's cooking lives up to the hype. Yu tastes the tempura, pleasantly surprised by the texture. The gelatinous inside keeps it juicy, and the fibers provide a good bite. He finds the spiked turtle's textured meat full of rich umami flavor. Clara and Katya are thrilled by the flavor, and note there's no weird smell. The refreshing scent fills the air as it cooks, masking the turtle's natural odor. Both girls are delighted at how the feared creature became such a tasty dish. Yu explains he deep-fried it because the texture reminds him of chicken. He thinks karage would make the umami flavor even better. Katya and Clara are curious about this method from Yu's home. Yu describes karage, explaining how marinating and deep-frying adds flavor to every bite. Thinking of soy sauce brings nostalgia, but he's determined to find a similar flavor here. Clara asks if eating the meal gave Yu any new abilities. He imagines having the spiked turtle's hunting skills and wonders how helpful they'd be. Pondering the strength of such powers, he notices no immediate change. Yu recalls how some abilities can show up surprisingly just like before. Thinking back to another meal, he decides to test his current powers. He focuses hard, attempting to summon spikes. His effort doesn't pay off, leaving him a bit annoyed. Under the moonlight, Yu ponders the ease of having multiple abilities. Clara mentions how combining skills could trap animals easily, encouraging him to try. Katya's suggestion about combining abilities sparks a new idea for Yu. Feeling inspired, he considers merging his powers for better results. Yu thanks Clara for her clever thinking, impressed by the idea's potential. Clara's face turns pink with joy, despite feeling a bit bashful. With determination, Yu prepares to try combining his abilities. He takes a deep, hopeful breath as he starts the experiment. Suddenly, a little sprout appears, hinting at a change. Amazed, Yu considers more tests to see if it's truly working. Yu grabs a leaf, ready to test his skills with curiosity. He tosses the leaf towards the sprout with precise aim. When the leaf lands softly on the sprout, everyone holds their breath. In an instant, spikes shoot out, proving Yu's powers work together. Filled with excitement, Yu thanks Clara, who blushes at his praise. Their joy is cut short by a roar, leaving them tense and alert. Yu, still shaken, checks that they're safe, while Clara wonders how long they can really hide. Katya points out how the dragon keeps coming back, making the mountain dangerous as its territory. Seeing the urgency, Yu decides they have to move fast to stay safe. Yu sees Clara needs some support to walk. Clara worries she might slow them down too much and thinks about being left behind. Katya doesn't even consider leaving Clara, showing just how strong their friendship is. Clara is stunned for a moment, touched by their loyalty. She argues that helping her could put them all in danger. A tense silence follows, making her words hang heavy in the air. Clara insists that if she stays, they're all risking their lives, asking them to rethink. Yu asks for quiet while Katya calmly reassures Clara. Clara listens closely as Katya talks about how important their friendship is. Yu says managing with a hurt friend is worth it. Feeling vulnerable, Clara shares her fears of being a burden. Katya reminds Clara of all the good she's brought into their lives. Yu mentions there's no easy path, highlighting their shared struggle. He pauses, searching for the right way to put it. Clara, feeling their support keenly now, realizes they need her too. Overwhelmed, Clara thinks about the resolve they all share. With tears, Clara embraces their determination, calling Yu a goof with affection. They contemplate how hard the dragon fight might be without more help. Yu suggests finding a high spot so they can plan a safe path back to the village. Together, they decide to start their trek first thing in the morning. Dawn arrives, bringing a fresh determination, even if they are tired. They talk about the fear of sleeping in strange places, a feeling hard to shake. Katya admits she didn't sleep much, her worry still strong. Yu reflects on the huge task of facing down a dragon. He starts to wonder if they were too hopeful before. The thought of facing a dragon shakes them all, making their journey feel all too real. Yu admits he's really tired, opening up to Clara and Katya in a rare moment of honesty. Katya quickly moves to help Clara, while Yu gives their gear one last check. Yu can't help but think their plans are ambitious, but they're also the only way forward. He sees his supplies are much the same as when he first arrived, yet they hold new meaning. Things from Earth now feel like treasures, providing unexpected help. Yu debates leaving his homemade heavy tools behind, efficiency over nostalgia. With a hopeful heart, he wishes the spear stays put during the days ahead. Clara joins back with Yu, supported by Katya, ready to face what's next. She tells them she's all right, a reminder of their teamwork and trust. Fueled by determination, they venture into the unknown together once more. A calm moment settles over the camp while everyone talks about the comforts of home. Yu, upbeat and full of energy, chats with Katya about how nice a familiar bed would be. Their eyes drift to the sky, enjoying a brief break from their worries. As they travel, Katya helps Clara along and Yu feels grateful for the team's support. From a higher spot, Yu takes in the breathtaking view of the landscape. He suggests they take a moment for a meal, aiming to relax and enjoy the scenery. Yu talks about choosing fruits for their hydrating benefits. Clara wonders if they'll find water ahead, uncertainty clouding her mind. While enjoying their meal, the group discusses the next steps in their journey. Clara confidently points out the path leading to the nearby village. Yu begins to imagine what reaching a village might be like, curiosity buzzing within him. His mind fills with questions about village life, especially the food and culture. Clara chuckles, teasing Yu about his always-present love for food. He thinks about how his love for food brings joy to their journey, feeling thankful. Katya encourages Yu, saying he should share his cooking skills with the villagers. Yu, appreciating their support, promises to cook up a feast. Sensing urgency, he urges them to keep moving forward. Out of nowhere, a dragon appears above, stopping the group in their tracks. Yu and Clara exchange looks of shock, both aware of the immediate threat. Katya, standing face to face with the dragon, prepares herself for what's next. She decides not to back down, declaring they'll face the dragon together. Yu agrees, knowing that running isn't an option. They have to stand their ground. Katya wonders aloud if Yu truly understands what they're up against. Yu insists they'll fight as long as there's a chance, no matter how slim. The phrase, without a doubt, plays in Yu's mind, growing more important. An unspoken understanding fills the air as both are ready to fight. Clara supports them while the dragon lets out a fierce roar. A tough decision looms as putting someone in danger feels wrong, but the need to act wins out. Yuu steps up, determined, proving he's not just a civilian and can handle the risk. Clara hands over a sturdy deer-horn spear, sparking memories of when she first crafted it. Yuu grips the spear tightly, feeling the weight of everything on his shoulders. Clara reassures him, her magic will make the spear even more powerful. With sincere eyes, she admits it's the best help she can offer right now. Yuu nods, fired up by Clara's belief in him to do his best. The dragon looms closer, its roar so loud the air itself quakes. Yuu quickly thinks, while Katya and Clara prepare to pull off their plan. The dragon is almost upon them, and the moment of truth arrives. Yuu stands his ground, facing the dragon with all the courage he can muster. He's determined, announcing he'll thrive here no matter what. Clara watches, seeing both his strength and the magic at work. Her words lift his spirits, but she reminds him to stay vigilant. With Clara's magic, Yuu readies himself for the dragon's next move. Realization hits Yuu as he's caught off guard by the dragon's quickness. Barely dodging, Yuu witnesses the dragon's huge body lunge forward. Blocking another strike is tough, and Yuu senses the threat isn't over. Katya acts fast, determined the dragon won't strike Yuu again. Her attack makes a shallow cut, leaving her frustrated but still determined. Katya declares her magic can pierce the scales, giving everyone hope. Realizing they can wound the dragon strengthens everyone's resolve to finish the battle. Yuu observes the dragon's red blood, lightening the moment in the heat of battle. Clara rallies the team, eager to keep pushing forward with their effort. United and hopeful, everyone charges at the dragon for a final stand. Katya faces the beast, unfazed by its howl, ready to strike back. Yuu sets the trap, aiming to catch the dragon with perfect precision. He rushes ahead, drawing the dragon's focus as the plan unfolds flawlessly. The dragon recoils, letting out a deafening roar from the surprise hit. Even under immense pressure, Yuu stands determined, knowing one hit won't finish the dragon. With urgency, Yuu tells Katya to hold her ground as the beast closes in. Katya, eyes blazing with determination, charges and unleashes her magic. Panting, Katya realizes just how narrowly she avoided danger. There's worry in their eyes, the dragon's power might be too much. Yuu questions if their current strategy can even work now. Reluctantly, Katya nods, understanding the uphill battle they face. Yuu weighs the risk of sticking with Katya through their risky plan. Katya thinks fast, readying herself for whatever comes next. Yuu says he's come up with a new idea to try against the dragon. In a low voice, he lays out his secret plan to Katya. Katya protests, volunteering to take Yuu's place in the danger zone. Yuu insists he's vital for the plan to work and prevent failure. They carefully prepare, exchanging looks of encouragement as the dragon's threat looms. With the dragon's roar echoing, Yuu tells Katya to be ready. Bravely, Yuu steps forward, using his skills to draw the dragon's gaze. He narrowly dodges a powerful strike, adrenaline keeping him sharp. The dragon's heat pounds on him as Yuu tries to keep steady. It dawns on Yuu that his hardening powers can't beat the dragon's fire. The dragon bellows loudly, and Yuu braces for what's next. Katya sees her moment, ready to act with the dragon distracted. Staggering back, the dragon is thrown off balance by a sudden blast. Seizing her chance, Katya locks eyes with the massive beast. With a knowing smile, Katya accepts that trickery is part of battle. Yuu leaps into action, pushing himself toward the dragon. With fierce precision, Yuu lands his strike right where the scale is exposed. Yuu knows dodging won't be enough, so he braces for the dragon's counterattack. Thinking back, Yuu realizes creatures here and on Earth aren't so different. Betting on this idea, he targets the dragon's heart like it's an animal he knows. Driven by Clara and Katya's encouragement, Yuu aims for the weak spot. The dragon locks eyes with him, sensing the danger he poses. Yuu's strike hits, but the dragon's tough muscles absorb the impact. Unfazed, the dragon looms as Yuu quickly rethinks his strategy. Realizing he needs a new plan, Yuu accepts the challenge. Clara watches, impressed by Yuu's tenacity but worried for him. A mysterious figure observes, their intentions unclear. Clara shouts to Yuu, her voice full of urgency and concern. Suddenly, a surge of energy from Yuu amps up the tension. He concentrates deeply, drawing out his inner strength for what's next. With grit, Yuu launches a full attack, eyeing the dragon's vulnerable spot. The attack sparks around the dragon, but it remains unshaken. Tears fill Clara's eyes as the emotions crash over her. Memories of Yuu's bravery flood Clara's mind, fueling her fears. Overwhelmed, Clara screams his name, her voice raw with emotion. Katya, determined not to give up, steels herself. As the dragon draws near, a voice admires Yuu's unstoppable spirit. Energy bursts forth, setting the battlefield ablaze with tension. Yuu fears the worst but keeps his cool, emerging from the flames. Katya and Clara gasp as they see Yuu standing strong and resolute. Clara, comforted by his resolve, shouts, while hope anew fills Katya. Taking charge, Yuu asks the group for a distraction. The dragon watches closely. Clara feels the weight of the task but stands ready, courage in her eyes. As the air echoes with silence, everyone braces for the impending clash. Katya steps forward boldly, declaring her readiness to confront the dragon. Clara tightens her grip, steeling herself for what's to come. With a firm nod, she promises Yuu she'll hold the dragon for 30 seconds. Bravely, she charges forward, ready to give Yuu the window he needs. The dragon fixes its gaze on her, watching as she approaches confidently. Leaping powerfully, Clara strikes, drawing its attention as planned. Yuu understands now is the time, he can't just stand by. Feeling his power, he knows this moment is his to seize. He launches an attack, calling for Katya's help. At full speed, he charges to breach the dragon's defenses. Yuu lands a fierce blow on the dragon's side. Seeing the dragon weakened, Clara and Katya share a hopeful glance. Roaring in pain, the dragon crashes down, its threat ended. The dragon lies still as Yuu stands ready, spear in hand. His tense focus fades to relief as he realizes they've won. Triumph lights up his face as he exclaims to the sky. Clara and Katya join him, laughter mixing with disbelief. They check themselves, amazed to find no injuries at all. Katya looks at her friends, overwhelmed with relief. Tears fall as she expresses her happiness that they're okay. Yuu reassures her, urging her to smile even through tears. He relaxes into a relieved smile, tension finally lifting. Clara matches his smile, sharing in their victory. Katya, full of gratitude, nods, showing their unity and hope for what's next. Around the campfire, the group chats about the benefits of dragon meat for mana and how it smells amazing. Yuu thinks about making a dragon shank broth, but knows they don't have the right tools. He stops for a moment, firming up his plan to take on the challenge. The sky is peaceful, giving them a little break before they get into deeper talks. Sitting by the fire, Yuu invites his friends to ask any questions they have. Clara is curious about how Yuu managed to survive the dragon's fiery breath. Yuu admits he used a daring tactic, relying on foam to shield himself from the flames. He remembers how air pockets in the foam helped block the heat. He explains that foam works as heat protection back home, which helped him here too. Still, Yuu wonders if foam was truly enough, sharing his remaining doubts. He thinks about discovering a new power, but knows exhaustion kept it hidden before. Yuu questions if recent events sparked this new surge of strength. As he recalls how his weapon felt alive, Yuu ponders its strange nature. Katya remarks on his abilities, but Yuu says his prep work played a big role. Clara notes that while food refills mana, it doesn't expand it. Growing mana reserves means pushing beyond what the body can already handle. Yuu learns that real growth comes from challenging those limits. Clara confirms mana doesn't expand just by eating, which surprises Yuu. Yuu realizes his ability to grow mana is a bigger deal than he thought. He reflects on how eating enhances his strength and skills. Yuu starts to see just how powerful his new skill could be. He's amazed at how fast his abilities are developing. Yuu acknowledges this outpaces anything he could do before. With smiles, Clara and Katya recognize his unusual powers. Yuu thanks them, even though he's unsure how to use his gifts fully. Katya thinks back on how Yuu fought during the dragon battle. Yuu explains that the fiery effect came from his sparks. Their mouths water as they look forward to enjoying their meal together. Gathered with friends, Yuu feels happy and grateful for the meal they share. In front of them, a perfectly cooked dragon steak awaits, tempting their taste buds. Yuu explains how he cooked it, revealing the secrets of the simple but tasty dish. Though a bit nervous, Yuu starts cutting into the dragon steak. His knife slices through with ease, surprising him with each effortless cut. Yuu is amazed at its tenderness, noticing how the steak's texture is just right. Clara and Katya can't wait, eager to dive into the delicious-looking meal. Cheerfully, Yuu offers a blessing before they dig in. Their first bites surprise them all, as the flavor bursts forth. Savoring each mouthful, Clara and Katya talk about how the herbs really bring out the taste. Even without a sauce, Yuu thinks about how the seasoning hits the spot. They all agree it's a meal unlike any they've had before, truly extraordinary. Looking at their makeshift forks, Yuu wonders how better utensils could enhance the meal. Katya reflects on how close they came to disaster, now enjoying an unexpected feast instead. Inspired by the meal, Yuu dreams of more food adventures. Clara and Katya listen intently, their faces lighting up with curiosity and surprise. She smiles, catching Yuu's enthusiasm. Katya gets Yuu's focus, ready to ask him something important. Clara asks for more, and Yuu eagerly tells them to enjoy it as the journey to her village is on the horizon. The group spots something in the distance, and their voices spark with excitement and urgency. As they walk closer, a village comes into view, filling Yuu with hope. Seeing the village ahead eases their worries, like survival isn't the only thing they need to think about. Yet, Yuu wonders aloud if Clara's real challenges are just starting as they return to the world. With resolve, they brace themselves for the village and whatever awaits. Right away, an older man approaches Clara, calling up past warnings with a stern look. The villagers rush out with mixed reactions, some worried, but all relieved to see Clara. Yuu and Katya are noticed too, and the villagers' curiosity shifts to the newcomers. Clara's parents, Rosie and Rosita, come forward, grateful for Yuu and Katya's help. Feeling overwhelmed, Yuu waves off their gratitude, saying Clara was the one who really inspired him. Reflecting, Yuu admits he's weathered some harsh words on the journey. Though scolded, Clara feels relief flood in, happy to be home. Clara shares how daunting the mountains were, her resolve tested when she faced them alone. During dark, eerie nights, Yuu's food gave her the courage she needed. The meals were unfamiliar but comforting, bringing warmth when she needed it most. Katya chimes in with thanks, knowing that without Yuu's help, Clara might not have made it back. Both friends heap praise on Yuu's strength, but it leaves him blushing from the attention. Turning to what's next, Katya plans to report the recent dragon attack. Thoughtfully, Katya and Clara listen as Yuu shares his unsure future plans. Yu admits to not having a home, feeling a pull to face the challenges of the Badlands. With curiosity brimming, Yu mentions rumors of strong monsters in the Badlands catching his interest. Reflecting, Yu dreams of finding new ingredients for unique dishes, driven despite his so-so skills. Fired up, Yu declares his mission to explore the world's flavors and cook like never before. Katya, though uneasy about the Badlands, wholeheartedly supports Yu's newfound dream. Yu thanks Katya as she offers help, stressing they must be ready for whatever's ahead. Sharing a supportive glance, Katya and Clara silently agree to face anything the trail throws their way. Curious, Yu turns to Clara, asking about her own plans as she mulls it over. Clara hesitates, thinking about how hard staying connected might be with friends headed to the Badlands. She declares with determination that she wants to join Yu, promising to become stronger. Yu listens closely as Clara assures him she's thought long and hard about this decision. She reveals she wasn't actually born in the village, hinting that her silver hair holds a secret. Katya wonders if there's a link to the Mauru tribe, who are famous for their magical talents. Clara connects her unique hair and her healing skills to the tribe's magic heritage. Learning about the Mauru tribe known for healing magic catches Yu off guard. A king's mission caused the tribe's fall, but some, Clara believes, might have survived. Remembering her Badlands childhood, Clara feels torn between her past and the future. She dreams of finding belonging somewhere new, eager to explore beyond what she knows. With her heart set on adventure, Clara wants to discover herself alongside Yu. Driven to explore, she pleads sincerely with Yu for the chance to join him. Clara opens up about her origins to Yu, unsure if she should tell her adoptive family just yet. Considering the risks, Yu agrees to let Clara come if she gets her family's blessing. Overjoyed, Clara hugs Yu tightly, grateful for the opportunity. Katya acknowledges their decision, welcoming the new path ahead for Yu and Clara. Clara smiles brightly while Katya admits she gave a little push to make it happen. Yu tells Clara to rest and talk things over with her parents before they set out. Katya mentions she'll head to Moiris early to get things ready when they arrive. The group stands together, firm in their readiness for the adventure to come. They affirm their promise with a collective fist bump of solidarity. The trio exchanges a confident look, feeling strengthened by their unity. Beneath a star-filled sky, they begin their journey to Moiris and further adventures. Up in the mountain temple, Yu and his friends talk over their next big challenge, feeling tighter as a team. They make their way to Moiris, a vast town by the sea, full of new places to explore. Amazed by Moiris' size, Yu feels excitement bubbling up alongside a dash of curiosity. He can't help but admire the town's stone buildings, a world apart from what he's used to. Yu thinks about checking out the local food, but Clara reminds him there's something more important at hand. With money on their minds, Yu figures selling their stash of dragon items might do the trick. They start guessing how much dragon claws might be worth, not quite sure of the answer. Yu stays optimistic, thinking they just need to find the right buyer for these rare goods. However, a shopkeeper looks downcast as he explains he can't deal with such extraordinary items. He breaks it to Yu that he could only afford to buy one of the claws, leaving Yu to ponder his next move. The shopkeeper lays out just how valuable these 2 claws really are, stunning Yu and his crew. Despite the shopkeeper's tip to seek a better trade, Yu figures the price for 1 claw is good enough for now. Nodding at Yu's choice, the shopkeeper goes off to gather the payment. Looking at the surprising payout, Yu reflects on how he didn't quite grasp the value of Badlands treasures. The shopkeeper returns with a hefty bag of coins, leaving Yu and Katya wide-eyed at their luck. Curious, the shopkeeper asks what they'll do with the claw they still have. With a knowing grin, he suggests they meet with a top-notch artisan he knows. Yu's face lights up as he considers the possibility of turning the claw into a knife. As they stroll down the street, Yu chats about the knife idea until they run into an unexpected stir. A sketchy guy comes up, making veiled threats aimed at their new fortune. Yu stands firm, dismissing the shady guy's pushy suggestion outright. Not backing down, the man takes on a snarky tone, hinting that there might be consequences. Out of nowhere, a fierce burst of dragon breath suddenly fills the air. The onlookers, caught off guard, scramble a bit as Yu and Katya take a second to gather themselves. With a calm, sly remark, Yu calls out the man's unfinished threat, but he's not the least bit rattled. Staying cool, Yu and Katya watch as the guy hightails it, yelling about monsters. Realizing they might look suspicious, Yu and Katya decide it's best to leave quickly. Investigators arrive, scratching their heads over the mysterious source of the flames. The investigators gather, scratching their heads, trying to figure out how the fire happened. Yu and Katya quietly slip away, curious but relieved, as the mystery of the flames remains unsolved. Yu enters a shop, following a bank teller's tip, his curiosity piqued. The shopkeeper's eyes widen when Yu shows a dragon's claw, intrigued by its story. Yu hesitates, debating how much to share about his dragon hunt success. Sensing Yu's honesty, the shopkeeper feels there's something special in his tale. Curiosity sparked, the shopkeeper offers to craft a stunning knife from the claw. Inspired, Yu suggests a unique touch for the knife, intriguing the shopkeeper even more. Amused by Yu's creativity, the shopkeeper agrees to his idea. Yu and Clara explore the bustling market, their excitement growing with every new stall. Amidst the vibrant atmosphere, they remember they also have plans to visit Katya. A bit overwhelmed, Yu vows not to forget their plans as they continue exploring. Skewers sizzle over an open flame, filling the air with a delicious aroma. Yu takes a bite, the flavor a surprise, as Clara notes its ocean-like scent. The taste blends fish and meat perfectly, delighting Clara with every bite. Clara savors a sour fruit, leading Yu to buy one for himself too. Yu finds the fruit to taste like a refreshing tomato. With the juicy fruit in mind, Yu thinks about making tomato sauce. He imagines creating dishes like chili shrimp pasta, using this new ingredient. Noticing his thoughtful look, Clara asks if Yu is thinking about cooking again. Surprised, Yu wonders how Clara could tell. Clara giggles, saying she just knows, making Yu blush. With a playful spark, Clara clasps her hands, pondering aloud. She shyly wonders if their time together could be called a date. Yu, flustered, admits it might be. His cheeks red, he turns slightly away, trying to process the idea. Yu attempts to calm his mind, reasoning through what a date might mean. Catching something intriguing, Yu spots an assortment of items, curiosity piqued. Clara observes as Yu inspects a strange fruit, learning it's called a nag fruit. The vendor teases them about their pairing, offering the fruit with a friendly grin. Yu blushes as he takes the fruit, while Clara gives a soft laugh beside him. They chat about the fruit's tangy sweet taste, clearly intrigued by the new flavor. The sound of their footsteps mingles with the lively market as they continue exploring. A loud shout cuts through the bustling scene, making them pause and look around. Feeling tempted, Yu suggests getting one more snack, even though he's already quite full. Spotting a stall with something delicious, he asks for 2 portions. The vendor grins and hands over 2 steaming plates. To their surprise, they've been served imoni, a tasty local dish. They thank the vendor cheerfully, eager to dig in. The savory taste brings smiles and comfort to both of them. With happy expressions, they commend the vendor, brightening his day. Yu praises the dish's flavors, enjoying every bite. He casually mentions his interest in cooking, which piques curiosity. The vendor thanks them for trying his food, as he's about to close shop. Despite having great food, he plans to shut down due to dropping sales. Yu empathizes, aware of how hard it is to stand out in the market. An idea pops into Yu's head, maybe he can make the dish even better. He suggests adding a side dish might help draw more business. With purpose, Yu rolls up his sleeves, ready to make a difference. The vendor offers his kitchen, eager to see Yu put his plan into action. Yu, excited, prepares to try out his cooking idea with the hot oil. As the frying starts, he assures Clara and the vendor, it's really simple. He carefully blows on the oil, feeling thrilled about trying something fresh. With confidence, Yu checks the potato slices, deciding they're ready. The chips come out golden, hinting at a tasty new treat. A sprinkle of seasoning finishes the job, making them even more tempting. Yu allows the extra oil to drip off, perfecting the chips' crunch. He proudly unveils his potato chips, sure they'll attract a crowd. Eager to impress, Yu offers Clara and the vendor a taste of his creation. Their eyes widen in surprise, caught off guard by the chips' crunch and flavor. Clara and the vendor are amazed, praising Yu's skill with such simple ingredients. She's enthusiasm reassures Yu that his idea might help boost the vendor's business. He thinks about how potato chips are beloved back home, common but always enjoyed. Yu reflects on their popularity, considering both their simplicity and appeal. Despite being everywhere, the joy these chips bring remains special to all. As Yu and Clara get ready to leave, the vendor sees the lasting impact of good food. Inspired, the vendor starts telling passersby about the new snack edition. Curious customers line up, eager to try out the exciting menu change. As Yu and Clara walk away, they feel satisfied, watching the growing crowd. Yu and Clara stand in awe as they arrive at the Grand Temple, unsure if it's truly the right place. A stern guard halts them at the entrance, asking sharply why they're here. With calm politeness, Clara requests to see Katya, catching the guards off guard with her unexpected civility. Hearing the guards speak respectfully about Katya, Yu and Clara wonder about her influence here. The guard lays out a formal procedure for meeting Katya, lowering their hopes of a quick entrance. Clara nods, politely accepting the delay while apologizing for any trouble they might have caused. They decide to go along with the process and discuss their next steps as they turn to leave. Just as they're about to give up, Katya unexpectedly appears, much to their surprise. Beaming with joy, Katya warmly greets Yu and Clara, expressing how much she's missed them. From a window above, a voice suggests Katya can sneak out now since it's quiet. Katya hesitates, troubled by a lingering issue that limits her freedom. Yu notices her hesitation and asks gently what's bothering her. Katya explains that Randall Demetrius, an important figure here, wants to meet with Yu. Acknowledging Katya's importance, the guards quickly apologize for their earlier rudeness. Katya agrees with Yu and Clara that meeting the Archbishop should indeed be their priority. She gently advises the guards to be more welcoming the next time. The guards bow politely, acknowledging Katya's guidance. Clara quietly observes the interactions, taking it all in. Watching the busy temple staff, Yu comments on how lively everything is. Clara nods, adding that staying considerate is key even in such a bustling place. As the tension eases, Katya receives a warm thanks, making her smile. She assures Yu and Clara that between friends there's no need for formalities, relaxing the mood. Approaching the large doors, Katya reminds them to keep things proper. Leading the way, Katya introduces herself as they step into the gathering room. A strong, impressive presence at the grand desk waits inside, watching them arrive. Yu feels a sense of gravity as Randall looks them over, making the moment feel heavy. Randall Demetrius greets them with warmth, thanking them for what they've done before. Randall's genuine curiosity and kind sincerity create a comfortable setting for the meeting. Katya steps up, taking charge as the meeting shifts to a private setting. Randall's presence looms large, hinting at something more important. Yu watches, surprised by how young Randall seems for someone so important. Randall lets out a relieved sigh as the formality drops, showing his laid-back side. He eagerly apologizes to Yu for the formal start, saying he wanted to meet face-to-face. With more privacy now, Randall asks Yu to speak freely, hinting it's safe to be honest. Randall cheerfully suggests they go around with proper introductions to get comfortable. Katya jokes with Yu, telling him to play nice or Randall might pull rank. Yu goes along, introducing himself and mentioning he loves cooking and food. Clara steps in nervously, and Randall nods, trusting Katya's high regard for her. Randall shares that Yu's unusual powers are what caught his attention. He reassures Yu it's just a personal interest, calming any fears of a hidden motive. Randall makes it clear he won't misuse Yu's power, which is a relief. He reflects on how crucial it was to meet Yu, hinting at a pressing need. Yu admits he's clueless about these skills, which piques curiosity. Randall explains they casually call them skills, highlighting a learning gap. Katya mentions they're like demon powers, yet still wrapped in mystery. Unlike magic, skills are rare and unique, which makes them all the more interesting. Randall notes some discover skills out of nowhere, while others have them from birth. Yu learns one's lifestyle might affect how skills show up, adding a new layer. Randall hints Yu's cooking ability might be a special skill worth exploring. The reach of Yu's skill could be vast, even touching distant cold lands. Katya sees Randall hasn't yet heard of power amplification. Skills like Yu's are hard to come by, yet undeniably valuable. Randall expresses interest in understanding Yu's abilities deeper. He offers to back Yu's dream of exploring the far-off polar lands. As the chapter wraps up, a call to seek knowledge resonates. Understanding becomes clearly important as new paths open. The group's anticipation builds as they arrive at the temple, eyes fixed on the grand doors. Yu raises his eyebrows, wondering just how far a stranger would go for this idea, as the person talks about what humans can really achieve. He compares human efforts to how people have always found ways to move forward through history. He gets fired up talking about bright futures and how cultures can grow, clearly excited by his own thoughts. The stranger invites Yu to join in exploring new possibilities and offers a helping hand. Yu nods eagerly and seals their shared goals with a firm handshake. As they chat about the details, some watch skeptically, unsure how to feel about using such power. Katya thinks over the situation, finding it complicated but respectful that someone's covering the costs. Suddenly Katya looks worried. Yu asks what's got her on edge. She admits feeling guilty for getting Yu involved, burdened by the choices they've made. They talk about Yu's abilities and the curiosity around a new traveler joining them. Katya wonders if this traveler might spy for Demetrius, but Yu has his doubts. They mull over their new ally's reputation, known for opposing evil and helping those in need. Even with questions hanging, the idea of Demetrius being a Taoist isn't yet confirmed. Yu gives Katya a reassuring smile, confident they can tackle anything together. Feeling ready and pumped up, Yu suggests planning for the upcoming polar journey. Yu starts sharing about what to expect in the polar regions to get everyone ready. He talks about the special ecosystems in those harsh places, setting the stage for their adventure. The group learns some demons that are quite powerful and pose real danger. With mysteries like floating islands and foggy forests, the region sounds otherworldly. Excited by the stories, Yu eagerly suggests they try to explore the floating continent. He also proposes they kick things off in the tough white desert, known for hard trials. Though the area is risky, it's usually peaceful and fewer strong demons roam, so caution is key. Being new to all this, Katya promises to get ready but can't wait to dive in alongside Yu. Yu's voice rings with excitement as he announces their choice to tackle the white desert. The sun shines brightly on them as they get set for a shopping trip, focusing on travel gear. Mindful of what they can carry, they aim to buy essentials from the local stalls. Hearing that the Taoists will help pay for supplies lightens their mood a bit. Yu advises against getting carried away, reminding them to choose wisely even with support. The team decides to stick to just the essentials, thinking about what they can carry. Yu reassures Katya about having a good variety of supplies, staying upbeat as they shop. He notices some dried wild vegetables, curious because knights used to love them. Katya finds amulet root and remembers she forgot about it. When Yu asks, he learns the root isn't for eating, but protects against evil spirits. Though it sounds odd, Yu decides to buy the stinky wasabi-like root. Katya blurts out wondering if Yu plans to actually eat it, but he just smiles with a secret idea. Yu shares that he has another plan for the root instead. He hopes it'll come in handy soon. remembering it with a smile. The group leaves, with the vendor still looking puzzled. Curiously, the vendor sniffs the root and winces at its strong smell. Thinking back on their shopping, the group appreciates Randall's help with money. Katsuya sees their pricey buys as a fair balance, considering the choices made. Yuu ponders the lack of modern stuff in this magical world. He finds a fire starter tool, surprised to spot such a thing here. The shopkeeper is impressed that Yuu knows the advanced tool. Yuu explains how this tool is way more convenient than older methods. He asks if he can try the fire starter, and the shopkeeper agrees. With a quick flick, Yuu creates a bright flame. The group is amazed by the tool's strong sparks. Yuu learns it's made from a rare metal named phodium. Recognizing its usefulness, Yuu sees how key this tool is here. Katsuya figures even beginners like Clara could easily make a fire with this in all kinds of weather. The group marvels at how easy the fire starter is to use. The shopkeeper shares fond stories of his adventuring days, when fires were a real struggle. He recalls an old critic and tells how he cleverly used a tricky metal. Yuu notes the tool's balance between new ideas and old ways, connecting two worlds. Admirable of the cleverness behind it, Yuu buys the tool, thankful for its maker's skill. As the group leaves, the shopkeeper waves them off with a grateful smile. Yuu thinks about how both old ways and new ideas can come together to create something amazing. With determination, Yuu grips the fire starter, motivated by the makers who forge new paths. He understands that it's this creative spark that will guide their progress on the journey. Feeling fueled by the innovative spirit around him, Yuu is filled with renewed motivation. Yuu eagerly suggests they head back to the inn for dinner, lifting everyone's energy. Katsuya warmly welcomes her guests, eager to introduce them to someone special. A new girl stands quietly nearby, curiosity shining in her eyes. With a smile, Katsuya reveals that Alicia is the friend she's been talking about. She encourages Alicia to say hello and meet everyone. In a gentle voice, Alicia shares her name and expresses happiness at meeting them. She stifles a little yawn, apologizing for being tired. Yuu gets introduced as someone important to their upcoming journey. Katsuya emphasizes why Alicia's special skills make her an ideal team member. Yuu and another listen closely, understanding the weight of Katya's words. Alicia's skill, called slumber, is shown to have soothing effects. Yuu realizes Alicia shares a unique trait with him, sparking his interest. Katya steers the talk back to Alicia's unique circumstances. They learn Alicia's skill is more than just something she picked up. Her ability was developed under pressure, adding a serious note to her story. The group reacts with surprise, recognizing the seriousness of Alicia's background. They wonder about the harsh methods that forced Alicia to learn her skill. Yuu thinks about how skills often develop through how someone lives their life. Alicia's tranquil ability raises questions about its strange beginnings. Clara is upset to hear that Alicia has been mostly confined since childhood. The truth strikes hard, making it seem like Alicia lived more as a test subject. The experiments that created Alicia's skills happened secretly and were known by only a few. Alicia tries to lighten the mood, saying she loves sleeping, but Clara remains worried. Yuu attempts to comfort Clara, but Alicia's lone success story weighs heavily on them. The team questions why Alicia was kept from Katya and why she's revealed now. Demetrius agrees it's risky for Alicia to join, but sees it as a chance worth taking. Despite limits, they plan to explore and grow with Alicia's help. Demetrius acknowledges the risks, but offers this rare opportunity to them. Alicia might be stronger than many adventurers, making the journey possible. Out in the vast polar regions, there are worlds beyond what anyone has seen. Demetrius hopes Alicia can finally see the world after being asleep for so long. Alicia jokes it off, saying being tough is no big deal, lightening the mood. Yuu questions if Demetrius has hidden reasons, hinting at past experiments. Demetrius argues Alicia's potential is too great to leave her stuck inside. As a fellow skill holder, Demetrius knows Alicia's experience is valuable. Yuu and Clara glance at each other, silently agreeing on their path forward. Katya and Clara show their support, nodding with firm determination. Alicia considers Yuu's hand stretched out to her, pondering what to do. Yuu introduces himself as the leader, officially welcoming Alicia aboard. Katya and Clara greet Alicia warmly, ready to dive into this new adventure. Alicia's eyes are full of hope and curiosity, eager to see what lies ahead. Under the ceiling, everyone listens quietly as excitement brews among them. Yuu joins Katya and Clara, laughter and bubbling excitement around them. Inwardly, Alicia thinks over her decision, feeling quietly confident. With a firm handshake, Alicia trusts the team and commits to joining them. Yuu reflects on what this choice means, a certain name echoing in his mind. He thinks of the group Zeosem, known for their unsettling skill experiments. Though trust wavers, Yuu weighs Demetrius's motives, wondering about teaming up. Plans made, the group gears up to head for the White Desert in 3 days. Demetrius vows to stay supportive and respectful, not stepping on their toes. With a confident grin, Demetrius underscores the adventure ahead, trusting the team. The team locks in their 3-day countdown, ready and raring to go. A friendly punch motivates everyone to stay sharp for what's coming. Alicia says she'll keep in touch, feeling the bond growing stronger. Demetrius catches Alicia's rare smile, showing she's gaining confidence. Alicia thinks how she usually misses moments like these, always asleep. Thankful for her new friends, Alicia watches them start their journey. In the quiet before their journey, the team breathes in anticipation. Their eyes bright, the group pledges to face the adventure with open hearts. 3 days later, Yuu eagerly steps up to collect their new weapon. With excitement, Yuu accepts the dragon claw knife, a symbol of their mission's promise. As the craftsman departs, Yuu grips the knife, aware of its immense potential. Outside, his friends admire the skilled work, seeing it as a pivotal addition to their gear. United and ready, Yuu and his team are set to embark on their grand adventure. There's a buzz of suspicion as Demetrius acts strangely during Alicia's arrival, making everyone uneasy. Clara flips through her grimoire, sparking Yu's curiosity about its magic secrets. Though he can't make sense of the book, Yu's excitement to learn magic shines through. Clara puts on a small show of magic, revealing the grimoire's possibilities. A streaking magical arrow leaves Yu amazed and dreaming of his own magical feats. Clara encourages him, saying he just needs practice to do the same. Eager to begin, Yu asks Clara to teach him real magic. Yu finishes packing their supplies, making sure they're ready for the journey ahead. Alicia sleeps nearby, her calm presence a reminder of her unique abilities. Yu and Katsuya take a moment to rest, keeping an eye on Alicia as she sleeps peacefully. They face an intense whirlpool, mirroring Yu's earlier worries about Alicia joining. Alicia's slumber skill, honed over 10 years, fascinates Yu and the others as they ponder her experiences. She wakes up smiling after hearing herself called cute, catching everyone off guard. Katsuya is amazed at how Alicia grows even in sleep, prompting Alicia to share more about her abilities. She reveals her power's real name, sleep supremacy, sparking even more curiosity. Despite her sleep, Alicia can sense everything, boosting the group's faith in her. Feeling reassured, Yu is grateful Alicia can keep watch through the night. Alicia appreciates the compliment, but questions if trust can truly grow in their short time together. She points out their new friendship and the risks of relying on each other while vulnerable. With confidence, Yu assures Alicia that he trusts her completely, no matter how new their friendship is. When Yu brings up taking shifts, Alicia confidently tells him she doesn't get tired. Yu feels at peace, knowing Alicia's constant alertness will protect them from any surprises. The group shares a warm laugh, with Katsuya feeling thankful for both Yu and Alicia's presence. Satisfied with the bond they've made, Alicia lies back down to rest again. With a peaceful smile, she falls asleep, wrapped in their trust. Alicia whispers a gentle goodnight, holding on to the warmth of being trusted. Yu looks up, fascinated by the ice magic forming sparkling crystals in the sky. Alicia takes in the beautiful yet dangerous magic landscape around them. Yu is impressed by his magical clothes, amazed at how effortlessly they keep him warm. The group notices the bustling activity in the polar circle, surprised by the number of travelers. Nearby accommodations are spotted, perfect for storing supplies before they venture further. Though the location is convenient, they recognize that many adventurers never return, adding tension to the air. Clara explains the risks, noting that valuable Ishi ore makes this land appealing despite the danger. Yu and Clara feel the excitement building as they anticipate exploring uncharted areas of the White Desert. Alicia wonders if any traces of her people might remain in this unforgiving place. With determination, Yu announces they're ready to start their first expedition into the unknown. The group sets their sights on a rocky hill, perfect for scouting the land ahead. They notice marks of past rivers, amazed at how life persists even in arid deserts. Clara shares insights on finding water sources as they prepare to climb. Confident in their skills, but aware of the challenges, they proceed cautiously on the rocky path. Alicia questions how the climate will impact their journey, hinting at the unknowns ahead. Yu touches the terrain, feeling its tough, unpredictable surface beneath his fingertips. He warns of the hazards, explaining how the dry, sandy surface poses a risk of slipping. With determination, Yu leads the team onward, ready to conquer the climb together. They face the incline as a team, carefully navigating the tough path. At the top, Yu extends a hand to the others, teamwork proving its worth. Gratefully, Clara takes Yu's hand, joining him at the peak. The group pauses, awestruck by the snowy expanse stretching out before them. Before them lies the vast Arctic, breathtaking yet stark in its harsh beauty. Yu marvels at realizing they're truly in the Arctic, with a cold breeze confirming it. They ponder how past waters shaped the land, wondering about the power of time. Clara quietly mentions her thirst, a gentle reminder of the terrain's hidden challenges. Yu acknowledges the dry air's effect, seeing their need for constant hydration. Emphasizing the importance of staying hydrated, Yu and the team agree wholeheartedly. The team sips their limited water sparingly, while Yu plans to find a water source to replenish their supplies. Alicia considers the situation, noting how the endless whiteness is all light without any real snow. Yu chuckles at the thought, pointing out how the light and snow are barely different here. He lays out their plan to melt snow carefully for drinking water, given the conditions. With a story from the past, Yu warns them about the tricky rock wall, sparking laughter among the group. Clara, a bit amused, guesses where Yu's tale is heading, telling him to pause the scary story. Realizing Alicia isn't with them, the group quickly grows worried about her absence. Alicia stands solo on a rocky outcrop, lost in her thoughts, seemingly oblivious to their concern. She looks out at the rugged, vast landscape, feeling the size of the world around her. Softly acknowledging how grand the world is, Alicia murmurs about her sudden realization. She contrasts this open world with her past, feeling the freedom against her old stone prison. A voice from the past talks of world exploration, stirring Alicia's desire for her own journey. Hearing you call her, Alicia decides it's time to return to the group, ready to proceed. As she moves, the ground suddenly gives way beneath her, catching her by surprise. Reacting fast, Yu leaps to safeguard Alicia as she loses her balance. Alicia dangles dangerously from the edge, desperately trying to hold on. Yu reaches out, urging Alicia not to let go and to grab his hand tightly. The two fall back onto solid ground, feeling relief wash over them as they catch their breath. Alicia, a bit shy after the ordeal, awkwardly speaks to Yu about what happened. Yu smiles, reassuring her with a friendly reminder to be more careful next time. Clara hurries over, offering to heal Alicia if she got hurt during the fall. Alicia gazes at her hand in surprise, seeing it perfectly fine without a scratch. She takes a moment to appreciate the miraculous healing before her eyes. Clara reassures Alicia with confidence, highlighting how skilled she is in healing magic. Alicia begins to show her thanks, but Clara lightly brushes off the subject with a grin. Thinking back on what happened, Alicia's gaze lingers on Yu, reflecting silently. Finally, she voices her gratitude to Yu, expressing how thankful she is for his quick help. Yu modestly downplays the event, relieved they're all okay as they gear up for what's next. The group stands by the water, thinking about where to settle for the night. They spot something dangerous upstream, worrying it could cause a flash flood. Worried about flooding, they decide to stay on high ground just to be safe. Alicia realizes how big this choice is for everyone's safety and takes it seriously. With a quiet determination, they look around, thinking of their next steps. Yu offers to gather food, and Clara insists on coming with him. The path ahead seems endless, promising a real adventure. Yu spots something interesting far ahead, stirring his curiosity. They lean in for a closer look, trying to figure out if it's prey or a problem. Careful on the rocks, Yu and Clara get ready to see what's there. Debating their approach, Yu and Clara consider using magic or stealth. Realizing time is short, Yu decides to handle it and tells Alicia to stay back. He rushes in, bracing for the creatures to scatter, and sets up a spell. As they dash away, Yu quickly thinks about how to catch up. Clara's eyes widen as the creatures suddenly charge in Yu's direction. Yu stays sharp, watching their every move as they close in. With creatures zooming past, Yu tries to predict their next move. He hunkers down, readying himself to strike when the moment is right. Seeing their focus on him, Yu plans to lure them into a decisive blow. Seizing a chance, Yu launches his attack toward the nimble creatures. Out of the corner of his eye, Yu spots a larger creature trying to bolt. Annoyed by its speed, Yu doubles down on finding a new tactic. The big creature slips away, leaving Yu momentarily stuck. He briefly worries it might be a trap, but brushes off the thought. From afar, Clara shouts that the window to act is closing fast. Suddenly, the creature crumples, and a huge wave of relief washes over them. Clara shares how her slumber magic works, explaining its limits. She thanks Yu for creating the perfect chance for her spell to work. Clara notices how the creature overreacts and asks Yu what he intends to do. Yu admits he left something out and reflects on how impressive the moment turned out. Clara thinks about all the research they could have done, but decides this new info is enough. Yu suddenly changes the topic, driven by a nagging question in his thoughts. He pauses, considering his next step, while this silent question lingers. His unusual ways leave Clara pondering if she should step in or let him be. With evening approaching, the tranquil scenery pulls them back to their camp. After they finish their tasks, Yu is both happy and surprised as they start cooking. Katya listens fondly while Yu explains how he learned to make the dish. They examine the creature's flexible bones, wondering what else they could do with them. Clara jokes about using bones, and everyone shares a laugh at the idea. Enhancing the taste, Yu adds spices, showcasing his unique cooking approach. He excitedly describes making ohao, inspired by manga, with meat and vegetables. With everything prepared, Yu announces they're ready to start cooking the stew. Katya is thrilled as Yu finally puts his cooking plan into motion. Yu hints at a surprise and lights a fire with an unusual tool. Clara is amazed by the tool, and Katya compliments Yu's creative thinking. Yu shrugs off their praise modestly, happy to keep things simple. As the stew nears completion, Yu asks if anyone wants to add more ingredients. The group settles at camp, eager for the meal to finish cooking. Grinning broadly, Yu says the meal is ready and invites everyone to dig in. Excitement bubbles up as they continue their adventure in this new land. A peaceful calm settles over the camp, filling everyone with contentment. Gentle snowflakes float down, adding a magical touch to the evening. Yu serves the dish proudly, explaining it's an ohao with chitatapu. Curious, Keitcha asks why he included bones when there's already so much meat. She wonders if they need bones at all with all that meat. Clara takes a cautious bite, unsure about the texture but willing to try. She is surprised by the chewy texture and finds herself unexpectedly enthusiastic. The rich flavors bring smiles as Katya and others savor the taste together. Yu enjoys the warmth of the meal, feeling satisfied with his creation. As they call for more helpings, the group's spirits soar in camaraderie. The group praises Yu's cooking, with one admitting they didn't expect it to be so delicious. Clara reflects on how sharing this meal has transformed her simple view of eating. Yu mentions there's much more to explore, and Clara realizes the depth of their adventure. Eager now, Clara affirms her excitement for the journey ahead, finding a new sense of purpose. Laughter fills the air as they joke about eating another dragon steak, savoring the moment. Yu's ready to showcase the special food he's prepared for the trip. It's a delightful surprise when the group finds chocolate mixed with nuts and syrup. Yu remembers picking up chocolate and other goodies at the market. Chocolate isn't just tasty, it's a new snack trend and a burst of energy. He shares how these rations are beneficial, with important usage tips. The rules for how much they can eat and when are clearly set. Katya, eager to try it, agrees to use guidelines. Yu chuckles and decides they can have a taste right then. Excitement fills the air as everyone enjoys the sweet treat. Although sweet, Yu highlights the chocolate's energy boost for them. Savoring it, they balance the joy of eating with concern for staying practical. Yu reassures Katya, journeying ahead will burn off the treats. He reminds everyone that the chocolate is for emergencies, not just any time. Clara sees how sharing this idea with knights could be really useful. Their creativity keeps sparking new and clever ideas. Imagining a bright future, Katya is inspired by their practical solutions. Filled with energy, they head off, intent on what lies ahead. But their carefree moment freezes when Yu notices something off. A stir in the sand grows, hinting at a looming threat. The sand's restless now, prompting them to prepare for danger. As the sand churns, a sense of menace looms closer. Katya gasps as a gigantic figure erupts from the sand. A massive creature, a deep white, reveals itself. It's clear now it's swimming through the sand, straight at them. Ready, they strategize against its sound-based hunting. Yu takes the lead, asking Katya to safeguard the others as he lures it. With a confident plan, Yu sets to exploit the creature's moves. Facing the beast, Yu sees how serious the threat is. Yu struggles with what to do next, knowing a wrong move could make things worse. He decides to attack from the side, aiming for the beast's weak spot. His attempt is cut short when the creature's tail strikes back, knocking him off balance. Katya hurries over, worried, but Yu quickly assures her he's fine despite the blow. They realize the creature is using the sand to its advantage, turning it into a weapon. Gathering closely, the group figures out that the creature avoids large, clustered targets. Yu thinks they can trick it with noise, taking advantage of its sensory blind spots. Katya picks up on his plan but worries about what they have to work with. Their equipment is low, so they can't afford to waste what little they have. Yu puzzles over how to fool the creature without risking their gear. A light bulb moment strikes as Yu comes up with a smart workaround. Clara senses a change in Yu, intrigued by what he plans to do next. With renewed confidence, Yu steps up, ready to face the creature directly. He tells the others to keep quiet, preparing to give them the opening they need. As the creature lurks underground, Yu keeps his eyes on the prize. Moving swiftly, Yu tries to draw the creature's attention his way. Thanks to the enchanted food, Yu realizes he can now bounce like a ball. Using his new ability, Yu leaps into the air with surprising strength. He shouts out the skill repulsion, thrusting forward with all his might. His bold move puts him in the perfect spot, hovering above the beast. Katya gets ready for the big hit, her focus sharp as ever. Yu signals Katya just in time and she acts without hesitation. With all her might, Katya strikes the creature, her blade cutting through. Her blow creates a deep wound, slowing the creature down for now. Yu cheers for Katya's skill, and the group celebrates with a sense of relief. They share a high five, amazed at the size of the challenge they overcame. Looking at their supplies, Yu suggests the creature could make a decent meal. With a smile, Yu announces proudly that the beast will be their dinner tonight. Yu, eager to share a piece of his culture, talks about the popularity of raw fish where he's from. He assures the group they can prepare the fish differently, asking for preference to suit everyone. Clara, confident in Yu's cooking skills, shows her support and trust in him. Yu smiles at Clara's faith in him, mentioning how shared experiences make everything more enjoyable. Katya and Clara agree wholeheartedly, finding joy in the idea of eating together. Taking their responses as a cue, Yu decides to start preparing their meal. Feeling the knife glide so smoothly, Yu is impressed by the quality of the fish. With careful attention, he skillfully slices the fish, getting everything ready. Yu pauses, unsure if the fins are worth trying out. Clara, ready for an adventure, encourages him to give it a try. Their curiosity grows about the fish delicacy from Yu's homeland, a special treat. The thought of enjoying a new texture is exciting, even if the flavor's subtle. Though unsure, they think about how unique flavors might develop. Yu suggests saving the fins for a broth or soup, making the most out of everything. He talks about the incredible fat content, sharing his excitement with everyone. Regret sneaks in as Yu wishes he had soy sauce to bring out more flavor. He imagines soy sauce elevating the dish to something even better. Accepting what they have, Yu resolves to use salt instead. The discovery of wasabi adds excitement, with everyone surprised by the new option. As Yu grinds the wasabi, its fresh scent fills the air, adding to the experience. Pleased with his creation, Yu marvels at the elegance of homemade wasabi salt. He plans to use the lean fish parts for a meuniere, making sure nothing goes to waste. The group admires the freshly made white shark sashimi, intrigued by its appearance. Next comes the white shark meuniere, impressing everyone with Yu's swift cooking skills. Even with some initial doubts, the dish looks tempting and arouses curiosity over its taste. Hesitant but excited, they debate whether to try this unique culinary moment. Showing gratitude for Yu's efforts, they eagerly prepare to taste the meal. Encouraged by Yu, Clara tries the sashimi, delighted by its sweet, melting texture. The wasabi salt blends perfectly, giving a refreshing kick to the sashimi, which impresses Clara. Yu is caught off guard but happy with Clara's enthusiastic approval, feeling the meal went beyond expectations. He checks on the meuniere, eager to see the dish coming together. It looks just right, gently steaming and ready to serve. Clara enjoys each bite, thrilled with how it melts in her mouth. Together, they savor the unique taste of polar sashimi, reflecting on the special experience. Satisfied and content, Yu feels relaxed and at ease after the meal. As the sun sets, Yu organizes the group to head out before dark. The scene shifts to a peaceful starry night, bringing a calming moment. They settle down to camp under the sparkling sky, ready for sleep. Yu wakes up early, quietly looking over the serene campsite, lost in thought. Spotting Clara outside, he's curious about what's on her mind. Under a sky full of stars, Yu and Clara sit together, taking in the beauty of the night. Yu looks up, moved by the shimmering stars above them. Clara comments on the night's beauty, making Yu realize how much he missed due to exhaustion. She shares how their travels have changed her views of the polar region. Curious about other cultures, Clara wonders about the Maori people. Yu listens as Clara admits the polar region still feels new to her. As she looks at the stars, Clara feels braver imagining her parents beneath the same sky. Yu reassures her they'll find her parents someday. Clara jokes that Yu's cooking keeps her in good spirits, lifting the mood. She marvels at the variety of foods from Yu's homeland, excited for more surprises. Dreaming of visiting Yu's country brings a hopeful moment to Clara. Yu recalls their shared struggles, comforting Clara about her feelings. He admits his family might not miss him, but remains hopeful for the future. Offering her an adventurous future, Yu invites Clara to explore together if they can. They strengthen their resolve for the challenges ahead, looking back confidently. Their moment is playfully interrupted as they notice onlookers nearby. Yu apologizes with a grin, turning a serious moment into a playful one and lightening the mood. Under the starry sky, friends nod confidently, showing their faith in Yu and each other. Still, the shadow of a threat edges closer, waiting to disturb their calm. In this strange world, gigantic crabs roam, providing an endless supply of food. Even with plenty to eat and drink, the center of the island grows cold, raising new concerns. The harsh terrain feels like it's leading them to a final, dramatic showdown. Yu's eyes light up with awe and curiosity as they close in on something unusual. They approach a massive cave that feels both inviting and threatening at the same time. The cave's entrance seems like a hidden beast, making them more alert. Yu can't stop wondering about the secrets this cave might hide. But doubt still lingers over what lies ahead. Yu thinks about how ancient people might have lived in caves like this, eager to explore. Clara expresses her support for whatever choice the group makes next. Yu decides to try something before they head further into the cave. He lifts his hand, preparing for the test. He tosses a rock, and it skips forward, making sounds that echo inside the cave. Those echoes stretch on, teasing them with the cave's depth. Yu shares how important it is to check for hidden dangers in the dark. He reminds them always to carry a torch when exploring such places. Fire, he explains, can reveal toxic gases like carbon dioxide. With these safeguards in place, the group steps into the cave. Their torchlight flickers on the stone walls as they proceed inside. There's a glow ahead, catching their eyes and brightening the cave. Kazusa points out that the glowing moss absorbs dark magic, turning the scene captivating. Yu sees it looks like Earth's Hikari moss, but notes an important difference. The cave seems like it could lead anywhere, increasing their excitement. The conditions inside are surprisingly ideal for sustaining life. Still, there are no signs that humans or demons have lived here. Yet, an unshakable feeling of unease persists, keeping Yu on edge. The flame of their torch flickers, adding to the building tension. Standing in the vastness of the cave leaves them speechless with wonder. Yu wonders if this breathtaking cave could really be formed by nature alone. The way the cave curves and twists suggests secrets waiting to be uncovered. Excited by its promise, the group decides to delve deeper, imagining what they might find. Alicia suddenly stops, catching Yu off guard and raising his concerns. With a nervous gesture, Kazusa points towards something that puts them all on edge. Their worries are interrupted when a huge claw suddenly appears from the darkness. The enemy stands massive, its eyes like engines, clearly a machine. Yu spots its mechanical movements as Kazusa alerts that it's waking up. A huge claw crashes down, barely missing them. They dodge, realizing why the cave's lifeless. Staring at the monstrosity, Yu kicks himself for not seeing it coming. He tells Clara and her mom to hang back, ensuring their safety. As they regroup, Yu and Katya plan their approach. With a plan in mind, Yu agrees to be the distraction. Confidently, he leads the way, drawing the monster's gaze. Yu shouts, daring the creature to come for him. Katya notices it's ignoring Yu's bait. She figures out it chases the closest threat, not the loudest. Yu and Katya sync up, looking for a chance to hit. He knows staying unscathed is crucial. Katya launches a strong attack at a potential weak spot. Her attack meets thick armor, leaving her frustrated. Seeing the crab endure, Yu quickly plots his next move. Spotting the creature's tail, Yu sees there's more to watch for. In a sudden rush, Yu narrowly escapes harm. His quick footwork boosts Katya's confidence. Yu spots frozen liquid from the tail, warning Katya to steer clear. As the crab attacks, Katya sidesteps, keeping safe distance. Yu narrowly dodges the claws, knowing a hit means trouble. Katya watches closely, searching for a new chance to strike. Clara suggests a bold strategy, flipping through her spellbook. Determined to help, Clara refuses to just watch. She bravely heads for the front, drawing the monster's gaze. Quick as a flash, Yu pulls Clara away from danger. Regrouping quickly, they realize a tighter plan is crucial against this tough enemy. Thinking back on his past run-ins with crabs, Yu remembers how stubborn they can be, but relishes the fight. Spotting a weak spot, Yu points out they should target the creature's joints. Katya, unsure but determined, wonders if she's up to it. Yu tells her she can do it, reminding her he's stronger only in muscle, not in heart. Feeling more sure of herself, Katya grins and gets ready for action. They start their well-planned attack, skillfully dodging the crab's aggressive moves. Moving smoothly, they dodge and strike, each aimed hit well placed. Yu makes a bold move, hitting one of the vulnerable joints directly. His confidence spikes as he realizes their plan is working. Driven by determination, Katya swings her weapon with all her might. Her blow lands perfectly, chipping away at the armor, boosting their morale. Yu and Katya dodge as the crab lunges, slashing madly with its claws. Even damaged, the crab keeps its relentless attack, showing no signs of pain. Yu notes it's slowing down and pushes Katya to turn up the heat. They charge again, unwilling to let up against the metal giant. Their shared resolve builds as they prepare for another strike. The crab hesitates, its movements unsteady, while they hold their ground. Suddenly, something unforeseen happens, their eyes widening in surprise. As the battle calms, Clara and another watch in silent wonder at the unfolding scene. A desperate chant fills the air as the group feels the urgency push in. The mechanical foe looms large, ready to strike at any moment. A soothing calm spreads as Yu's spell begins to take hold. Choosing to hold back momentarily, she considers her next move. Briefly closing her eyes, she refocuses her energy. With precision, she unleashes a powerful magic blast. Awestruck by the display, Yu and the group watch in amazement. Confidence radiates through them as they encourage Yu to keep fighting. Yu and an ally charge forward, coordinating their attack seamlessly. The enemy's movement halts as their efforts begin to pay off. A shadowy figure observes the battle, quietly analyzing the chaos. Unaware of the danger, Alicia and a young girl walk ahead. Yu shouts desperately, alerting Alicia to the imminent threat. Katya urgently yells, warning Alicia to run without delay. A sudden, chilling sense of danger creeps into the scene. Alicia remembers a distant moment, filled with youthful innocence and dreams. The memory fades, leaving behind a promise of future reunion. Despite the weight of past failures, Alicia stays determined. Snapping back to reality, Alicia stands momentarily stunned. The mechanical claw lunges forward suddenly in a fierce attack. Alicia regains her focus, locking eyes on the incoming threat. With determination, Yu fires a powerful blast at the mechanical beast. The explosion fills the scene, swallowing the enemy in bright energy. Yu calls out to Katya urgently, signaling her next move. Katya wastes no time announcing the foe's downfall. Landing a decisive blow, she shatters the creature's defenses. Her attack leaves a huge dent as she stands strong. Alicia deftly dodges, staying ready for any counterstrike. The mechanical giant stumbles, bits flying off as it tries to stay standing. Breathing heavily, Yu and his friends look around at the aftermath, feeling both relieved and exhausted. Yu smiles in relief, sharing a tired but thankful glance with Clara. Katya gives an uplifting thumbs up, celebrating their victory and teamwork. Yu returns the gesture with a thumbs up of his own, reinforcing their silent connection. Alicia drops to her knees, catching her breath with the weight of the battle on her shoulders. She asks Yu why he acted so selflessly during the fight, searching for answers. Alicia wonders aloud about his willingness to take risks for her without any obvious gain. Yu pauses, thinking carefully before he shares what's on his mind. He simply says, "Because we're friends," breaking the silence with truth. That pause makes Yu's words even more powerful. Yu reassures her, saying he'd be there to help, no matter how hard it gets or what's in it for him. Alicia looks touched, her face softening as Yu gives her a warm smile. Yu gently pats her head and Alicia shyly thanks him, feeling grateful. Still tired but happy, Yu stretches and suggests they stay and eat right where they are. Katya and Clara beam with excitement, looking forward to a crab feast in honor of their teamwork. Alicia's playful side comes out as she teases them all with a joke about being patient. Katya wows everyone, slicing through the crab with a single smooth swing. The group crowds around, their mouths watering at the thought of the upcoming feast. Yu lays out his plan to make a rich broth using the crab shells and deep white fish. As the crab grills, their eagerness for the delicious meal ahead grows. Finally, the feast is ready. Crab shabu, grilled crab, and sashimi all set to enjoy. They pause to admire the beautiful presentation, almost too perfect to eat. With a laugh, Yu urges them to dip and savor the crab shabu now. Tension climbs as they dip the crab into the simmering broth, anticipation in the air. Everyone watches intensely, eyes wide with excitement as they wait to taste it. The crab emerges from the broth, ready to be appreciated and eaten with gratitude. With the crab dish complete, their voices echo with thanks and eager anticipation. The sweeping view of the cave's vast interior highlights the surreal beauty around them. Serenity fills the air, yet their exciting feast echoes throughout the space. Tiny movements disturb the calm, hinting that more lies beneath the surface. The tranquility hints at energy unseen, flowing just out of sight. Shapes and shadows flicker, hinting at possibilities yet to be discovered. Wonder and mystery intermingle as they explore the grandeur of the cave. The cave walls seem almost alive, their contours shifted by hints of magic. An odd whisper stirs, suggesting the cave holds more than meets the eye. Their laughter fades just as the atmosphere shifts, drawing them to move forward. The meal starts in earnest, joy spilling over as they dig into the crab. Laughter echoes around them, offering a brief escape from their ongoing challenges. Katya and Clara savor each sweet taste, their faces alight with delight. Yu reflects on the food's texture, finding harmony in its flavors. His mind wanders, wondering if this taste mirrors something more personal. Clara's eyes widen with joy, each bite an adventure she relishes. Curiosity piqued, they huddle closer around an unusual discovery. A shared look of surprise reveals the meal's unexpected depth and richness. Their eyes meet. There's a shared silent challenge in the air. Yu urges Katya to add more ingredients, excited to explore new flavors. The broth reveals its smooth texture, capturing everyone's attention. Yu grins with pride while Clara and Katya admire the culinary magic. Katya takes a bite, full of anticipation for the taste adventure. The flavor is perfect, and Katya's delighted smile says it all. Impressed, Katya praises the dish, marveling at the broth's enhancement. They gather close, savoring each bite and sharing a joyful moment. Yu eats contentedly, noting the group's quiet appreciation. He reflects that sharing a meal brings a universal calm. Yu chuckles, enjoying the deep, simple satisfaction of now. With full stomachs, they know this meal has strengthened their bond. Leftover dishes invite attention as their contentment lingers on. Katya and Clara thank Yu, and he suggests they all rest. Their camp is snug with a sturdy tent, promising cozy sleep. They settle in, savoring the lingering taste and warmth. Curiosity flickers as they huddle close, feeling slightly restless. Clara apologizes, feeling emotional, and seeks her friend's comfort. Her optimism lifts them all as they share her feelings. Katya wishes everyone good night, wrapping up the day's adventures. They all drift into slumber, embraced by restful dreams. Morning comes, full of promise and new exploration. They venture into the cave, torches lighting the silent paths. Fond memories of last night's meal boost their spirits. Though cheerful, Yu advises alertness for any surprises ahead. Another cavern appears, hinting at secrets waiting for discovery. Yu raises his torch, eager to reveal what the darkness hides. They enter an abandoned underground village, silence echoing eerily. Katya speeds into the village ruins, driven by a mix of curiosity and urgency. Seeing movement, she excitedly shouts out, hoping someone is still there. Her voice bounces off the empty buildings, the quiet serving as the only response. As Yu looks around the deserted village, he realizes it's been empty for a long while, making the search for the Maori seem unlikely. Signs of past life surround them, but Yu feels the village was left on purpose, sparking intrigue about why. With that thought, Yu decides they should now focus on discovering what the Maori might have left behind. Katya notices something odd and calls the group over, her excitement renewing their energy. They gather before an ancient structure, its mystery stirring up more questions than answers. A burst of magical light alarms the group. Clara watches, filled with wonder. An ancient door creaks open to reveal a secret chamber. Yu lights a torch, ready to explore deeper. The path forward is dim and feels creepy. Yu sees an abandoned desk and wonders about its story. Finding old books, his excitement grows. Katya picks one book, recognizing it's a journal. She pauses, unsure about the strange writing inside. Katya grins, sensing a big discovery might be near. Holding the journal, Katya asks Clara if she can understand the odd script. Clara, confused, realizes the language doesn't exist, making their search tough. Her magic helps her translate some parts, revealing the Maori tree's story. Overwhelmed, tears fill Clara's eyes as the history sinks in. Yu comforts her, affirming the Maori existed and met a tragic fate. Clara describes how the Maori were trapped because of a giant crab attack. With sadness, she tells how their lack of food led to their end. Seeing Clara's connection, Yu acknowledges her Maori roots with gratitude. Clara embraces her heritage, thanking Yu for his help avenging her people. Yu wipes a tear, a renewed sense of purpose washing over him. Noticing glowing letters, Yu realizes the book is magical. Clara explains the book channels spells to create magic. A giant icicle forms, showing the book's power. The group stares at the icicle, amazed by its force. Clara says the spell icicle was designed by the Maori. Yu wonders if eating the Grand Kion lets him use this magic. Clara explains this ancient magic needs consuming ancient species. They learn the Maori hid this magic knowledge for self-defense. The group excitedly talks about using the magic of ancient species, curious about what they might learn. Katia finds Yu's ability to adapt quite puzzling, comparing his skills to those ancient magics. Quiet and focused, Yu reflects on being compared to the legendary ancient species. They pore over a passage outlining how ancient magic began, tied to a heroic figure. Katia points out that the book mentions dirks, suggesting different magical outcomes. She wonders if Yu might be drawing power from demon remnants instead of the direct source. The idea that demon weapons explain Yu's power sparks a whole new train of thought. Yu is lost in thought, considering everything this new information brings to light. Katia shows faith in Yu, eagerly looking forward to unraveling fresh insights. Clara shifts attention back to the spellbook, wondering what its secrets mean to them. The journal calls on them to continue the Maori's magical legacy as revealed by the book. Clara feels the pressure, questioning her ability to live up to such a storied tradition. She doubts her magic skills, thinking they fall short of the Maori's accomplishments. Yu comforts Clara with an appreciative tone, glad they're facing this journey together. Speaking firmly, Yu tells Clara she needs to choose how to handle the Maori legacy. Yu suggests looking for other survivors to help as they travel forward. This fills Clara with determination, ready to embrace the challenge ahead. With vigor, Clara insists they all work together to find the next heir for the magic. Katia and Yu both agree, standing by her side for whatever comes next. They imagine an exciting quest, uncovering ancient magic and secrets from the past. With excitement buzzing, they look forward to returning home with newfound knowledge. Back in the bustling city, the group feels ready for new adventures and delicious meals. Inside, they dive into an intense chat about their wild journey through the White Desert. Stories of battling magical creatures in freezing lands unfold. Alicia listens closely, thinking it surely sounds like a grand adventure. She muses about writing down these escapades for everyone to enjoy. Yu takes in Alicia's idea, considering everything they've been through. Their adventures build strong ties through shared experiences and future dreams. Even without sharing their feast, the team bonds over their tales. A sudden memory makes Yu laugh and sparks curiosity among them. He mentions demon materials, which lights a fire of excitement. They marvel at the demon materials spread out before them. Excitement dances in their eyes as they imagine the possibilities. Detailed descriptions of the materials stir even more interest. Yet a slight unease begins to sneak in. There's a buzz about turning these materials into weapons. But realizing the restrictions ahead damps their spirits a bit. They're determined, brainstorming other ways to make it work. Remembering their duties adds pressure to their choices. Curiosity mixes with suspicion as they assess their connections. Yu feels relieved, thinking they found a reliable ally. She has a flicker of doubt, wondering if trust can be so simple. He suggests that trust might only stretch so far. She stays quiet, reflecting on what this could mean. His open hand seeks assurance, but her eyes close, uncertain. As they voice unity, a bit of uncertainty trails behind. The sound of steps prepares someone to take the lead. She urges everyone to focus, knowing their mission is urgent. With guidance in mind, Yu is asked where they should head next. Yu stands tall, announcing that their next stop is the Plateau of Brilliance. Outside, the group gathers, ready for the adventure that lies ahead. Inside a lively tavern, whispers fly about CL joining the quest for the plateau. A young woman at the bar drifts into deep thought, weighing her part in the mission to come. Clara shares something intriguing from the magical book she's been studying, her curiosity piqued. As the group listens, Clara highlights a note about a well-known figure from the past. Her finger moves to a part discussing a family connected to the author, implying deeper ties. A hint of emotion appears in Clara's eyes, touched by the author's concern for his friend's family. Yu scans the text, reading about the Plateau of Brilliance, famous for both its allure and danger. The name rings a bell with everyone, hinting at the plateau's well-known yet mysterious status. Described as a place with layers of powerful creatures, the plateau presents a formidable risk. The group learns of a curse rumored to cause deadly symptoms, adding a serious threat to their mission. Yu wonders if the curse is like the altitude sickness from his world, trying to make sense of it. Clara wishes they could just blame air density, not wanting a real curse to be the culprit. Yu suggests it could be something else altogether, earning Clara's respect for his thoughtfulness. The group turns their focus to the summit's glow, known more for its strange aura than its perils. Clara comments on the conflicting stories about reaching the summit, enhancing its mythical aura. Despite unknowns, Clara's excitement grows, matching the enthusiasm Yu can't quite hide. Clara explains how adventurers are drawn yearly to the plateau, each seeking their own challenge. Yu is intrigued by the chance for discovery, especially since the summit is still unconquered. They prepare for the journey, Yu thinking ahead to the strong monsters they might encounter. With excitement and determination, the group picks the plateau as their next adventure. As night falls, they decide to rest up, setting their minds on what lies ahead. Settling into shared rooms, Yu and Katia consider the adventures awaiting them. Clara quietly voices her worries to Yuu, mentioning Demetrius in tomorrow's meeting. She insists on keeping her Maori roots and abilities a secret from Demetrius. The next day, Demetrius praises their decision to take on the Plateau of Brilliance. He talks up the legend's mysteries, encouraging them despite Yuu's cautious reply. An explorer demands a trade, pushing Yuu to think about taking bolder steps. Clara nudges Yuu to leave, promising to bring back a souvenir for their host's hospitality. Trusting Alicia, Demetrius assigns her the task of keeping the group safe. Alicia objects to being treated like a kid as the group gears up to leave. Yuu steadies himself after Alicia's strong reaction, feeling ready to meet Demetrius. The busy streets help the group relax, easing into the lively crowd. Clara whispers a reminder not to mention her Maori roots to Demetrius. She admits she doesn't fully trust him, hinting at deeper worries. Demetrius's influence in Taoism makes Yuu uneasy, but he nods along. Clara stresses the need for caution, fearing too much honesty could be dangerous. Yuu forces a laugh, trying to hide his own uncertainties. Clara's words carry a deeper message beneath the surface. She thanks Yuu for his support, a tender moment among their doubts. Their eyes lock, deepening their bond and catching Yuu off guard. Yuu awkwardly lets slip that Demetrius is genuine about his duty to her. Clara urges honesty from Yuu, briefly soothing the tension between them. As they walk, Clara tries to brush off the awkwardness, but Alicia notices and prods them curiously. The group gathers, ready to plan their next adventure. Yuu stresses how important it is to stay safe as they move ahead. Clara proposes using insights from the magical book to guide them. Katya gets excited, thinking about the mysteries they might discover. Demetrius listens, a bit doubtful but understanding their need to rely on the book. Suddenly the group senses they're being followed, raising tension. Yuu signals everyone to be quiet, checking out the situation. They tread carefully, trying to spot whoever is on their tail. A shadowy figure steps forward, testing their courage. The group understands this could show what they're truly made of. Steadying themselves, they think about how much their mission means. The air grows thick with tension as they brace for what's next. Though uncertainty hangs over them, determination pushes them onward. Clara and Demetrius lock eyes, determined to back up the team. Their focus sharpens as the coming challenge becomes clearer. Every step is measured as they get ready to face what's ahead. The silence around them highlights their readiness as danger approaches. With resolve, they march forward to meet the mysterious stranger. Anticipation builds, each moment stretching as they prepare. Reunited in purpose, they find strength in each other. Together they move on, wondering if their gear will slow them down. Clara doubts their heavy load, but knows it's important for safety. Recalling past blunders, they realize these tools could be crucial. In the bustling market, they agree with Yuu's decision to be prepared. With funds in hand, Yuu assures them they have everything they need. Next up, they plan to get a new weapon for the Plateau of Splendor. Checking out a crab shell from the White Desert, they're amazed by its origin. The claws are light and tough, hinting at their magical qualities. A voice questions Yuu about his plans for the claws, eyeing them with suspicion. With confidence, Yuu turns down the offer for help, sure he can manage things on his own. Yuu's eyes light up at the idea of making a sword, yet Clara catches a hint of his nervousness. Katya picks up on Yuu's unease, asking if he's sensing anything strange. Clara points out 3 people tailing them, spurring a quick, crucial choice. The group dashes through narrow alleys, aiming to shake off their pursuers. Confident in her abilities, Clara readies herself to face the ones following them. Yuu checks over his shoulder as their shadows speed up, cranking up the tension. He and Clara share a quick look, reaching an unspoken agreement to prepare for a showdown. Their pursuers charge, forcing Yuu and Clara to brace for the incoming clash. Standing firm, Yuu focuses on holding his ground as the attacks come his way. Katya surveys the tense scene, poised and ready to jump into the battle. With a precise strike, Clara is pushed back, the pursuers closing in fast. Locking eyes, Yuu and Clara steel themselves, ready to face the challenge head-on. Their attackers stop short, surprised by the resolve they see in Yuu and Clara's stance. Clara delivers a hefty blow, catching one attacker totally off guard. Blades clash fiercely, Clara driving her opponent back with each strike. Katya steps in, casting a spell that leaves their attacker disoriented. Seizing this chance, Yuu charges forward, pressing the advantage. Yuu lands a powerful blow, stumbling the attackers and shifting the tide. The attackers regroup, realizing they can't keep up this fight much longer. One of them speaks up, grudgingly respecting Katya's formidable reputation. Their foes discuss how tough it is to tackle a group with so many skills. Yuu warns them to back off now or face inevitable defeat. The attackers hesitate, clearly seeing the danger Yuu poses. Tension mounts as they consider what move to make next. Katya suggests a truce if they choose to leave without further conflict. Curious, she admits she lacks the knack for tough questioning. Katya steps in, warning their attackers that more fighting only leads to defeat. Relieved, the group watches as their foes rethink and pull back. Puzzled, they start to unravel why they were targeted in the first place. Alicia mulls over the idea that maybe she was their true target. Katya sighs, frustrated that her hard work isn't quite enough. Clara wonders if their attackers aim to just gauge their power. Yuu reflects, noticing how their growth means facing skilled challengers. She's stronger now, Clara realizes, ever since Yu joined them. Does Yu's cooking have some magic in it? She wonders with a smile. Yu feels the pressure of being chased for his unique skills. As they gear up to leave, Katya gets a last-minute call urging her to come. Clara holds on to her insights, stepping forward to reunite with the team. Ready to move on, Yu voices his eagerness to continue their adventure. They glance at an odd symbol hinting at the mystery ahead. The symbol glows mysteriously, strengthening the sense of a challenge. It seems unclear, yet urges them to venture forward and look closer. The swirling patterns suggest it's more than a mark, perhaps a clue. They pause, each lost in thought about the path they're on. Curiosity and resolve spark motions as they consider the possibilities. Yu leads with confidence, each step purposeful and sure. Together, they step into the unknown, eager to discover what's true. Potential hangs in the air as they move boldly ahead. Confidence fuels their journey, each stride strong and assured. As the symbol fades, it strengthens their resolve for what's next. The symbols shift, hinting that there's more to uncover. With the lights play, they sense a deeper bond forming. Compelled by possibilities, Yu steps ahead with determination. Understanding lights up Clara's face as she connects the dots. Kasia leans in closer, captivated by the mysteries they might unravel. Suddenly, everything makes sense, bringing their goals into focus. Faint light guides them, pointing to their next destination. Strengthened by unity, they feel more determined for the journey ahead. With a final, knowing look, they promise to uncover the truth together. The group explores a new area, eager to dive into local foods they don't know yet. Remembering past adventures with Clara, Yu suggests checking out the stalls again. Alicia's eyes light up with the idea of visiting a popular potato store. Though unfamiliar with the place, everyone agrees it sounds like a good plan. They reminisce together about the delicious sweet potatoes from before. Hunger getting the better of them, Alicia urges the others to hurry up. Yu confidently takes the lead, heading towards the suggested spot. With a decision made, they set off, Alicia's eagerness clear as day. Above, the market buzzes with life as the group searches for the stall. Navigating the crowded streets, Yu tries to pinpoint the stall's location. They marvel at the many potato chip stalls filling the bustling market. Yu observes how simple potato chips are, realizing no patents exist here. Impressed, Alicia notes how Yu's chip idea spread fast, though he admits it wasn't his originally. Yu sees the big impact of his simple suggestion, a light bulb moment for him. Locals chat about the quick rise in chip making, with new varieties popping up fast. Katya's loud stomach growls, prompting a warm welcome from the store owner. They spot a familiar stall, wondering if it's the same potato vendor from before. Seeing the stall bustling, Yu realizes it's thriving thanks to their last visit. The vendor eagerly thanks them, inspiring the group to queue up with the crowd. With joyful steps, they move toward the busy stall, ready to relive the tasty memory. Entering the lively market, the group is warmly welcomed as they admire the booming potato stall. The vendor shares that their success isn't just being the original potatoes, hinting at a secret. A plate piled with steaming potatoes takes center stage, sparking their excitement. Yu is stunned to see the buttery potatoes again, and the vendor smiles knowingly. The vendor tells them that experimenting with butter skyrocketed potato butter's popularity. Looking to the future, the vendor aims to create another unique potato treat. They order a taste of both dishes, their excitement growing with every moment. Yu watches closely as butter melts into the potatoes, anticipating the taste. As the smell of buttery potatoes fills the air, the group's anticipation peaks. Yu takes a bite and enjoys the potatoes' rich, buttery flavor and soft texture. The melted butter seeps into the potatoes, delighting Yu and the others with every bite. Katya is surprised by how such a simple dish can pack so much flavor. Alicia smiles warmly, feeling comforted by the hearty meal. Yu playfully teases Alicia about her food critique, reminding her to swallow first. The group thanks the vendor for the delicious meal they just devoured. Happy with their enjoyment, the vendor chats about trying new recipes. Yet, there's a hint of worry as the vendor thinks about the group's adventures. The vendor hopes they stay safe, knowing their adventurous spirit won't be tamed. Yu jokes about being a foodie, sharing tales of tasting strong creatures. They confirm their plans for the joint exploration, promising to be careful. They reflect on the perils adventurers face, aiming to avoid unnecessary risks. The vendor hopes their careful approach pays off and keeps them out of trouble. Yu reassures the vendor, learning a famous group joins the exploration. Excitement builds with rumors of a possible major discovery. They hear about a young, skilled adventurer who brings promise to the group. Yu thinks about her skill, being the child of a renowned legend. As they wait, excitement and anticipation ripple through the gathering crowd. A girl confidently receives her card for the search, capturing attention. Her determination and confidence stand out, drawing eyes her way. The crowd reacts with awe and curiosity at her strong resolve. Focused, she pictures the plan forming clearly in her mind. A subtle tug on a sleeve silently asks for notice and connection. Yu turns surprised as Clara looks up at him expectantly. Understanding the moment's weight, Yu acknowledges the need to reach the summit first. Clara is determined to protect what's precious by finding her roots. With a confident grin, Yu promises to guide them to their goal. Clara grins with determination, ready to face whatever comes their way. Yuu shares a fist bump with a vendor, sealing a newfound friendship and goal. Armed with recipes, the group eagerly explores, excited about culinary adventures. They encounter an unusual ingredient, sparking curiosity about new tastes ahead. Satisfaction lights up the vendor's face, proud of sharing knowledge with them. As they leave, the vendor ponders the secrets Yuu might keep. Clara and Yuu's group discovers chocolate-covered treats, filling them with excitement. Yuu shares how he stumbled across these delights during a trip to the market. Eager to share, he offers everyone a taste before they head to the guild. Grateful for the surprise, the group thanks Yuu for the treat. They sit together, enjoying the unusual combination of flavors. Yuu reacts to the unexpected sourness, expecting a sweeter taste. Katya finds the mix oddly balanced and takes a moment to enjoy it. Clara notices the extra chocolate heightens the sweetness. Even full, Clara admits she could keep eating these treats forever. Relaxed and content, the group agrees with Yuu that sweets are special. Yuu stands amazed before the mighty Adventurers Guild, feeling eager and nervous. Clara guesses this must be Yuu's first time seeing such a place. Determined, Yuu decides to open the guild's door, set on proving himself. Once inside, Yuu notices the skeptical looks from seasoned adventurers. He feels the weight of being judged as inexperienced right away. With confidence, Katya tells the group they've got this under control. She steps up boldly, asking to join the joint expedition. Her unexpected authority catches everyone off guard. The receptionist hesitates, but Katya's request is hard to ignore. Katya explains they have the right approval, setting aside doubts. She displays their authorization confidently, easing any tensions. With everything sorted, they're officially in for the upcoming quest. Feeling pumped, Yuu anticipates their upcoming adventure. With time before nightfall, they discuss what to do next. The room's seasoned adventurers keep giving skeptical looks. Yuu worries they blundered, but Katya assures him they've got this. She explains the skepticism is just from them being new. A tough adventurer comes in, arms crossed, evaluating them closely. Yuu challenges the idea that they're unprepared and argues that teamwork lowers the risk. The joint quest promotes working together, making sure everyone stays safe even when things get tough. With calm confidence, Katya points out that understanding their strengths can ease any doubts. She warns that treating the journey lightly puts everyone at risk, underlining the need for caution. Other adventurers voice concerns that Yuu's group might slow them down. Clara feels underestimated, annoyed by the assumption that looks equals skill. A seasoned adventurer advises Yuu's group to back out to avoid harm due to inexperience. Yuu realizes they're talking to a veteran, understanding the weight of her advice. He assures Ciel Francel they'll be careful, recognizing her skills and reputation. Katya encourages her friends, signaling it's time to press on despite the tension. Though still peeved, Clara decides to not let appearances dictate their perceived abilities. While getting it, Katya insists that their actions, not words, will show their true worth. Irritated but determined, Clara states they may look young but their skills speak for themselves. Katya reflects on her Temple Night days and the struggle of adapting to tough environments. Yuu respects the veteran's caution as he considers the seriousness of their mission. The group discusses how relying on experience can outweigh age in dangerous quests. A sudden memory gives Yuu a strong sense of determination. Katya connects the name Francel to a lineage known for honor, appreciating its significance. She sees the need to play the bad guy role to keep everyone safe. Different group members find motivation in both adventure and exploration. Katya warns against acting like tourists in these dangerous zones. Tension climbs as they notice hostile looks from veteran adventurers. With determination, Clara suggests proving their strength to change opinions. Energized by Clara's words, Yuu eagerly promises to prove their worth. Katya confidently affirms her belief in the group's ability to succeed. Inspired by Katya, Clara decides to trust more in her magical powers. Clara feels a growing strength with her supportive friends surrounding her. Together with her friends, Clara is confident in her ability to become powerful. The mission wraps up with a thoughtful note from the creator, looking back on how far the project has come. Someone shows off a dish, proud of their cooking skills and the joy meals can bring. The group stands before a towering mountain, their excitement for the journey written on their faces. Yuu points out that they should get on the ship early to beat the crowded rush. Katya decides a quick nap won't hurt. She trusts her friends will wake her up. The others wish they could fall asleep as quickly as Katya does, envy in their voices. Someone recalls an earlier adventure where they had to keep the bugs at bay. Katya talks about setting barriers, but admits a few bugs find their way in. Her curiosity piqued, Katya asks to see Yuu's new sword. Yuu shows them the legendary Grand Kion sword, leaving everyone in awe. Everyone's amazed, captivated by the sword's beauty. They admire the sword's unique crimson glow, taken in by its look. Katya, practically bouncing, asks if she can hold the impressive sword. She eagerly examines the sword, fascinated by its unfamiliar design. Yuu explains it looks like a katana made naturally from the material's strength. He once thought katanas were common here, piquing curiosity about their origins. Katya gives back the sword with thanks, impressed by its craftsmanship. Holding the sword inspires Yuu to learn new skills, feeling its legendary connection. The talk swings to creatures, suggesting that their old power might still be untapped. They wonder if creatures could have hidden strength they're not aware of. Yuu reflects that raw material isn't strong alone, it needs purpose and change. A sudden thump echoes through the room, snapping everyone's attention back. A figure steps forward with determination, eyes full of resolve and anticipation. Yuu knows it's time to head outside, his whole body buzzing with excitement. They gather on the ship deck, ready to face whatever the open skies bring. They look across the wide ocean ahead, their journey finally beginning in earnest. The plateau of splendor comes into view, full of mysterious promise. As they sail on, Yuu thinks about leaving familiar places behind. With high spirits, they charge toward new adventures, fired up and ready to go. Yuu gazes at the horizon, feeling a surge of determination as the plateau of splendor approaches. Their ship sets sail, and excitement builds for the adventures waiting ahead. The sails fill with wind, pushing the ship forward with speed. Sunlight sparkles on the water, lighting a bright path before them. Yuu stands at the helm, his grip on the wheel reflecting his resolve. Katya joins him, amazed by the endless horizon stretching out. Clara excitedly points as a distant landmass grows on the horizon. Alicia feels a rush of excitement and moves to join the others at the bow. The shopkeeper bustles about, making sure everything on deck is secure. Randall Demetrius checks the charts, nodding as the course stays steady. They all share a silent understanding, united in their purpose. Hearts set on adventure, they push toward the plateau of splendor. The ship cuts through the waves, carrying them with purpose. Clara watches the nearing landmass, her anticipation growing. Randall Demetrius checks their heading again, confident it's correct. Yuu's firm grip on the wheel shows his unwavering resolve. Katya, grinning widely, joins Clara at the bow with bubbling excitement. The group gathers closer, sharing a determined silence full of hope. Together, they sail onward, ready to uncover the plateau's secrets. Their adventure kicks off as they set eyes on the mountains reaching into the sky. The young group stares at the mountain peak, where something mysterious sparkles. Katya, eyes shining with excitement, points out the treasure glinting up top. Yuu, determined and ready, gathers the group to tackle the mountain. With high spirits, Yuu checks their plan while Clara admires her reliable gear. Crossing the rocky path turns out easier than expected, thanks to Clara's boots. Yuu comments on how their special boots are perfect for climbing. He highlights the importance of their gear, saying it makes the climb manageable. Further up, the climb remains tough but tackleable. Together, they look for the safest path while watching for other climbers. Yuu assures Katya their timing is spot on, confident in his plan. Katya outlines the positions, explaining each person's role. She talks about leading and supporting with different strengths in mind. Katya and Yuu take the lead while Clara and Alicia back them up from behind. These roles matter a lot as they face each new challenge. Clara notes they arrived later, but believes in their solid plan. Katya gently warns Yuu about pushing too hard, stressing self-awareness. Focused and calm, the team keeps climbing with determination. Yuu takes a moment to thank everyone, appreciating their teamwork. They are reminded to stay sharp, knowing hidden threats may lurk ahead. Katya stresses the need for alertness, regardless of who they are. Suddenly, a stampede of rock goats rushes toward them, causing panic. Yuu shouts a warning about the goats' speed and horns. He grips his sword, ready to face the threat. Instead of fear, Yuu feels a rush as he preps his new weapon. Yuu and Katya quickly spring into action, handling the goats with skill. He tries to draw the goats' focus onto himself with a taunt. The goats zero in on Yuu, charging full speed toward him. Yuu braces himself, ready to let his skills fly as the danger looms closer. While Katya charges up a powerful strike, Yuu senses it's the moment to show what he's learned. He unleashes a special move, hoping to change the course of this hectic battle. A wave of shimmering light bursts from him, freezing the chaos around them for a second. The rock goats halt, thrown off balance by Yuu's unexpected tactic. Katya, with iron resolve, casts her magic to freeze the area, adding to their advantage. Yuu narrows his eyes, spotting a chance to make their move count. He lines up for a decisive strike to tame the unruly stampede. He slashes with Blizzard Slash, unleashing a storm of ice and force. The attack cuts through the air, its precision unmatched. The powerful strike sends the rock goats stumbling back, ending the danger. Katya gazes on, amazed by the raw power Yuu displayed. As the dust settles, Yuu stands ready, knowing he's about to face the ancient Granchion. He's aware of the demon's strength, but sees potential beyond just brute force. Using sharp thinking with their skills, they chip away at obstacles in their way. Suddenly, Yuu realizes he missed a crucial step, his heart skipping a beat. Once he recovers, Yuu laughs it off, drawing a smile from Katya as relief washes over them. They agree it's time to regroup, gathering strength for what comes next. The team feels upbeat, seeing their successful move as a positive sign. They can't wait to cherish their victory, excitement building as the journey goes on. Yuu's idea to make yakiniku fires up the group with excitement. He's got a plan to tame the rock goat's strong smell, using a clever cooking trick. Yuu starts off by crafting a special sauce to help mask the odor. As the meat marinated, they all notice the sauce's unique aroma. Yuu moves on, chopping vegetables into small pieces. He coats the vegetables in sauce and stir-fries them briskly. Delicious smells fill the air when they grill the marinated meat. The meat sizzles with a dance of surprise in the hot pan. Yuu reminds everyone not to overcook the meat as he adds more sauce. Their friends watch, impressed by the lively cooking display. Yuu completes the dish, layering the meat over vibrant vegetables. The meal is ready, its enticing aroma drawing everyone closer. With eager smiles they take a bite, surprised by the delicious taste. Yuu notices how the sauce covers up the smell, leaving a sweet flavor behind. He explains marinating longer would make the dish even tastier. Clara enjoys the dish, happy with the flavors blending so well. Katya thinks about how the meal brings different ingredients together. The group is impressed, realizing crafting such dishes takes skill. Yuu feels good seeing their reaction to his cooking. Clara asks Yuu to teach them cooking, captivated by new ingredients. They share a moment, eager to learn more in future cooking lessons. A week later, a new day begins with clear skies as the journey continues. Yuu stretches, noting how the number of tents has shrunk. He wakes his friends with a smile, encouraging them to get ready for climbing. They head up the rocky path, seeing fewer adventurers around. While ascending, they realize they've made it halfway up the plateau. Even though they're tired, they stay motivated, seeing their progress. Yuu feels strong, pleased with their steady climbing pace. Clara gives Yuu a playful warning, telling him not to let his success go to his head. The group pushes onward, inspired by everyone who keeps going despite the difficulties. They notice not many adventurers are still climbing and chatting like they are. Clara jokes that maybe Yuu's food is keeping their energy up. Even though she's not sure that's true, she admits it might be possible. She thinks about how good meals can restore their energy. Yuu agrees, even small boosts help them rest better. His cooking almost feels like magic, lifting everyone's spirits. Katya and Clara agree, praising Yuu for his great-tasting dishes. A sudden scream from behind catches their attention and raises alarm. They spot a spike leopard, a tough level 2 creature, approaching. Clara quickly organizes a retreat for those who can't fight. Yuu stands his ground, ready to confront the incoming threat. The leopard growls, showing it's ready to pounce. Clara's urgent warning grabs Yuu's attention as the leopard charges. Yuu responds fast, boosting his weapon while dodging flying needles. Their shields hold for now, but Clara knows they need a plan. They evade another attack as the leopard backs off for a better angle. Clara strikes back with force, determined to gain the upper hand. Together, she and Yuu see the needles can't reach too far. They know waiting too long gives the leopard a chance to regroup. Yuu and Clara charge, deciding to end the fight before it regains strength. The spike leopard turns and races up the incline, trying to flee. Yuu watches closely, studying where the leopard is headed. Determined to catch it, Yuu takes off after the leopard. With quick speed, he closes in, readying his next move. Yuu leaps, delivering a strong strike, aiming to end the chase for good. The group cheers as Yuu takes down the horned leopard. They respect his strength and teamwork. A young woman admits she was wrong about Yuu, realizing adventurers aren't all bad. Two of Yuu's companions confess they used to dislike knights, but now see them as heroes. Another adventurer asks Yuu why he helped even though they'd been rude before. Yuu responds simply, he can't turn away from those who need help. It goes against his principles. He emphasizes that their search relies on mutual aid and cooperation. The adventurer thanks Yuu genuinely, acknowledging the crucial support his group provided. They agree to watch each other's backs, especially looking out for young CL. Feeling drained, they take a break for a meal, taking time to recharge. As clouds drift peacefully above, the group settles in for a much-needed rest. Clara calls everyone to eat, heightening the anticipation for their meal. Yuu sheepishly admits the dish wasn't his creation, but he's happy to have cooked it right. He reveals the meal, proudly calling it horned leopard ban style. Impressed by the dish's look, everyone eagerly waits to dig in. They begin eating, thankful for each delicious bite of Yuu's expertly made dish. Yuu and Katya savor the meal, appreciating its flavors and creative ingredient use. Katya praises the dish enthusiastically, loving its balance of taste and nutrition. Clara, hungrier than usual after using magic, eats more, making everyone laugh. 3 days pass with clear skies, setting the stage for the next events. A single figure appears along a rocky path, sparking curiosity. Yuu gets ready for a new challenge, channeling magical energy through his body. He activates Thornskin, covering himself in a protective shield. Stretching out, Yuu prepares to see how well his new armor works. With a mighty jump, he rockets forward, cracking the ground beneath. Clara observes the move, wondering if its power is matched by practicality. Yuu admits it's strong but requires great strength to be truly useful. While discussing, Alicia starts to look unwell, catching Katya's eye. Though Alicia insists she's fine, it's clear she's feeling worn out. Yuu approaches Alicia, asking if she can keep going despite how she's feeling. Alicia nods, leaning on Katya for support, determined to continue. Finally, the group pauses, grateful to catch their breath after such a relentless climb. Noticing her wariness, Yuu checks on Katya and suggests resting before they meet more monsters. Katya admires Clara's strength, recognizing her perseverance through all the challenges. Yuu turns to Alicia, offering encouragement, praising her effort and resilience despite her fatigue. Suddenly, Alicia stumbles, her energy dropping sharply, sparking concern among everyone. While Alicia insists she's fine, Yuu is frustrated she didn't mention her exhaustion earlier. Yu urgently asks her to describe her symptoms to understand what's wrong. She mentions a headache and nausea, causing Yu to worry more about her health. When someone mentions the curse of the plateau, it adds a layer of ominous mystery to their worries. Yu suspects altitude sickness, given they're so high up and Alicia's symptoms seem to fit. He decides they must rest now, saying they should descend if Alicia doesn't get better soon. Realizing the altitude is the problem, the group agrees to retrace their steps, lowering their elevation. Yu explains why altitude sickness is dangerous and insists rest and descent are crucial now. Apologizing for snapping earlier, Yu leads them toward a sheltered spot to rest. Alicia thanks Yu, promising to speak up as soon as she feels any more issues. Suddenly, the distant clang of battle pierces their calm, snatching everyone's attention. Alarmed, they dash toward the noise, instinctively ready for action. The sounds of battle grow louder, heightening the tension as they realize how nearby it is. Hints suggest the remaining adventurer might be caught up in the chaos. Yu spots Ciel in the commotion, making them all hurry even more. With uncertainty swirling, Yu pauses when Clara looks to him for direction. Considering their options, he thinks maybe Alicia can rest while Ciel handles things. Yet an uneasy feeling lingers, keeping his concern alive. Driven by this nagging doubt, Yu decides they should at least take a look. Sneaking carefully, Yu peeks around the rocks to see what's happening. He stumbles upon an unexpected scene, puzzled by what could have led to this. A comrade falls hard, hurt bad as Yu and the crew hurry to help. Right there, a huge monster towers menacingly, ready to strike. Yu rushes in bravely, aiming a mighty hit at the fearsome beast. The fight ramps up when Yu lands a hit, but the monster stands strong. Clara looks after their wounded friend while Yu faces a critical choice. They learn this foe is a strong demon, with stretchable arms needing tricky combat. Yu, unfazed, mocks the demon, daring it to advance and defend his team. Moving with quick skill, Yu dodges its blows, getting ready to fight back. Focused and determined, Yu seeks out any chance to hit its weak spot. He skillfully avoids another ferocious swing as he looks for a gap. Seeing an opening, Yu lunges at the demon, poised to attack. His strike just misses, and the swift demon counters, making him dodge. The demon fires a fierce dragon breath, forcing Yu to think quickly. Yu frets if he can manage to pierce the tough hide of this beast. With the demon's taunting grin, the tension in the air grows thicker. Getting how his weapon won't work, Yu preps an ice flash to change gears. Juggling offense and defense, Yu stays on edge while casting magic. The demon's fast moves keep Yu from locking onto his target well. Thinking of Katya and knowing Clara needs guarding, Yu can't lose track. Resolved, Yu knows he must solo the demon before he's out of steam. Yu notices the demon's palms are weak spots and frames a new plan. He charges ahead, set to exploit those openings before they vanish. Yu braces himself as the demon's spiky skin readies to answer back. Defiantly, he moves in close, challenging the demon's defense head-on. Blast after blast echoes as Yu's attack slams powerfully. Through the rubble, Yu stands steady, evaluating his successful hit. With a light chuckle, Yu ponders the oddness of not devouring his win. Checking how everyone is, Yu asks about Alicia and Ciel's conditions. The scene is quiet as bits of rock settle into place, echoing the fight's end. His friends reassure him that Alicia's breathing is improving with some rest. Though she's in critical condition, she survived, but recovery will take a while. Everyone acknowledges the wound's seriousness, but expresses relief for its treatability, grateful to Yu. Seeing Yu's fatigue, a friend suggests setting up camp to ease his burden. Their injured ally thanks Yu, aware of his exhaustion matching her own. Yu downplays it, playfully wondering if Clara might be more tired than he is. Clara is determined to give a bit more, even when warned to avoid overworking. Acknowledging her weakness, the ally agrees with Yu's advice to rest. Realizing the effort to save her, the ally gives credit to Clara's energy. A knowing smile spreads, symbolizing the patience needed for full healing. Yu warns against rushing recovery, while leaving a question floating. He reassures the ally, emphasizing the importance of mutual support. With a grin, Yu admits once misjudging the ally as unfriendly. Worn out, Yu heads off to find food, reminding Clara to take a break. Laughter flickers between Clara and the recovering ally, lifting spirits. Clara reflects on Yu's kindness, recognizing his leadership. A moment of understanding passes between Clara and another friend. With a peaceful smile, the ally agrees, appreciating their camaraderie. Under the stars, Yu reaches out, offering food to a hesitant friend, wondering if they'll eat together. The dish, demon meat rice, is unexpectedly a true energy booster. Alicia and Katya dig in, feeling rejuvenated, and they thank Yu warmly. Yu offers seconds, but Ciel declines at first, thankful for earlier help. Hunger finally breaks Ciel's resolve, leading to accepting Yu's offer. They recall hard times, having eaten snake meat before. The snake soup's texture is surprising, yet they bravely finish it. Ciel admits it's tasty, hinting past actions were more about keeping distance. Reflecting, Ciel confesses pretending to protect themselves as an outsider. They share a fear of losing friends and the urge not to be a burden. Discussing emotions, envy is revealed as a reason they drifted apart. Recognizing past errors, they exchange names, cementing their friendship. As talk dwindles, a yawn signals it's almost time for sleep. Walking under the stars, Yu praises Clara's efforts, building mutual respect. Yuu highlights teamwork as Clara smiles, proud of her part in their adventure. They gaze at the sky, finding comfort in their shared journey. Clara recalls their start, wondering if Yuu also felt uncertain back then. Facing her doubts, Clara recalls fear but notes Yuu's steady support. Yuu answers earnestly, saying it's just his nature to help. Grateful and surprised, Clara sees how Yuu's mindset strengthens their bond. She acknowledges her struggle to help when in peril, unlike Yuu, who felt driven to assist. Admiring him, she realizes she can aim for Yuu's level of selflessness. Together, they see how their unique qualities build their strength as a team. Clara shares her gratitude, thankful for knowing and learning from Yuu. Blushing, Yuu thanks her too as they both prepare to rest under the starry night. As they regroup, everyone wonders if Alicia's progress signals a fresh start. All eyes settle on Ciel, knowing her choice shapes their journey ahead. Realizing they can't handle the quest alone, they launch into a crucial talk. Yuu urges Ciel to decide quickly, highlighting the urgency of the moment. Ciel contemplates the weight of her decision, aware of its impact on everyone. Yuu explains that their plans hinge on Ciel's involvement, stressing teamwork. He lays it out clearly. Their success depends on cooperating as a team. Yuu admits he struggles with risking others for his own goals. But if Ciel trusts in them, new doors might open. Yuu reaches out in friendship, reaffirming Ciel's role in the group. He promises they'll stick together, come what may. Turning back to Ciel, Yuu invites her thoughts, reading the emotion on her face. Ciel finally agrees, eager to reach the summit together. She extends her hand, apologizing and accepting Yuu as a true friend. With past missteps behind them, the team unites, ready for what's next. The next morning, Yuu checks on Ciel, ensuring she's well enough to continue. Katya points to the top of the plateau, excitement bubbling up. As they near their goal, determination propels them onward. A loud thud breaks their focus, ramping up the tension. Faced with a huge rock golem, Yuu and Katya prepare to confront it. The plan, cut its magic ties to take it down. Katya charges forward, knowing full well her sword won't do the trick, but willing to try anyway. Yuu considers using trap buds, realizing timing and placement are everything. He focuses, ready to unleash his strategy beneath the towering golem. With focus, Yuu casts the trap bud at the golem's base. The trap bud goes off, making the golem teeter and crack. Spotting her chance, Katya praises Yuu, aware that speed is crucial now. With a sharp swing, Katya slices through the lingering threads of magic. The golem crashes down, a heap of stones marking their victory. After the dust settles, Yuu and Katya share a laugh, relieved. Yuu notes their improvement, almost like they're seeing a new world. Surviving such a tough foe makes them realize just how strong they're becoming. It's amazing that just the two of them took down the golem, teamwork at its best. Wanting to keep their powers a secret, Yuu asks Katya to stay quiet about them. Katya is taken aback, considering how rare it is to meet someone with such skills. Yuu's powers really stand out, showing just how strong he might become. Katya thinks about her own abilities, not thinking she's ready for higher rankings just yet. Clara quietly says her healing magic isn't that great, not realizing how much she helps. Katya suddenly points, hinting they found something new or important. Ciel's eyes show she suspects there might be more going on than it seems. Finally waking up, Ciel looks around, confused, clearly worn out from before. Alicia mentions Ciel's odd ability to sense things, even while asleep, which could be helpful. Ciel admits she underestimated Alicia's simple explanation and apologizes. Injured and unsure, Ciel wonders if she can really help the group, showing her doubts. Despite this, Ciel makes up her mind to try harder and not give up. Reflecting on her worries, Ciel shares a hopeful remark, lightening the mood. Filled with fresh determination, they press on toward the challenging summit ahead. The group gazes at the shimmering landscape, its beauty sparking their curiosity. They think about how much they rely on each other's strengths in this mysterious place. Ciel imagines what might be ahead, her mind running wild with possibilities. Their thoughts drift to treasures as bright as gold, fueling their fantasies. While chatting, they tease Ciel about her thoughts on the magical aura of the land. Surprisingly, Ciel admits she believes a legendary sword is hidden in this place. Their excitement grows at the mention of the mythical weapon, leaving Ciel blushing. Everyone is caught off guard by Ciel's dreaminess, showing a different side of her. The group shares their dreams, while Yuu reflects on his own adventurous hopes. They ponder about treasure, thinking about what truly drives them onward. Yuu admits food always brings him joy, a simple truth that surprises his friends. Ciel agrees, saying their quest's answer lies ahead, motivating them forward. Feeling united, the group steps closer to the mysterious plateau, ready for what lies ahead. They push through the mist together, determination guiding each step. Fields of shimmering plants appear, a mesmerizing and unexpected sight. A narrow path through the vibrant plants seems to invite them to explore further. Clara marvels at the view, comparing it to a mythical kingdom as they notice the light's source. Katya sees a river and observes something strange about the mana-emitting plants. Sensing Yuu's sudden tension, Ciel questions him about these odd plants. Understanding dawns on Yuu, shocking him with the importance of their discovery. He bursts out with excitement, realizing the plants are actually rice. Ciel and the team share his surprise, recognizing the shimmering plants as food. Laughter erupts among them, amazed that the sparkle turns out to be rice. Katya notices different perspectives within the group, keen to learn more. Yuu encourages them to focus on their mission, ensuring the rice's safety. Despite some irritation, they agree to move forward with the plan. The realization strikes that rice indeed holds huge value in this place. Yuu wonders if someone lives here, given the perfect conditions. Ciel hints at their mission, opting not to reveal all just yet. They spot something glimmering in the distance, piquing their curiosity. As they approach, a hidden cave entrance comes into view beneath the rocks. Katya suggests the cave might hold clues since nothing up here hints at civilization. Out of nowhere, a gust of wind sweeps past them, adding to the mystery. They agree to investigate, but just as Yuu steps inside, a fierce wind blows them back. Suddenly, a gigantic bird dives toward them, causing a stir among the group. Yuu stands ready, prepared to respond quickly to the threat. Katya stares in disbelief at the creature, more extraordinary than anything she's known. The bird circles above, its vast wings casting a shadow over them. Understanding that the wind is magical, they brace for whatever might come next. With a loud screech, the bird lunges, forcing the group to act. The bird smashes through their defenses. Clara insists they'll be okay. Yuu encourages everyone to move fast as the bird lines up its next strike. Attempting an ice slash, Yuu aims to counter the incoming threat. The bird dodges quickly and sends a wind blast, catching Yuu off guard. Yuu is trapped mid-air, causing Katya and Clara to gasp. Katya's worry escalates as she sees Yuu dangling in peril. Yuu's danger grows as the bird's talons come closer, ready to strike. The massive wings churn the sky, a sign that trouble's arrived. With a whoosh, the bird swoops down, snagging Clara's sharp gaze. It lands with a thud, prompting Ciel to make a bold move. Yuu is swept off his feet by the wind, caught off guard. The group's nerves are taut as they see the bird returning. Yuu braces himself, using Thorn Anchor as the rice flies at him. He swings an ice slash, but frustration mounts when he misses the darting bird. Another dive comes from the bird, making Yuu's shots almost impossible. Ciel casts Icicle, buying the group a quick breather. Yuu weighs their next move, thinking about another ice flash attempt. Together, Yuu and his friends face the threat with renewed resolve. Yuu tells Clara to try another icicle, hoping to fend off their foe. Ciel and Yuu lock eyes, ready to defend their ground. Clara hesitates, unsure of what power her magic might unleash. Realizing the risk, she chooses to use the full power from her spellbook. Yuu and Ciel launch their attacks, unwilling to hold back this time. With a shout, Yuu releases a strong ice flash, aiming to halt the bird. But the bird dodges yet again, surprising everyone as they regroup. Ciel watches Yuu's stamina, amazed at his repeated efforts with ice flash. Clara reflects on her own magic, pondering what else she might achieve. Lacking rocks, Yuu grabs a knife, confident in his improvised plan. Seeing a chance, he readies an ice flash with all his strength. The bird dodges, keeping up the attack. Breathing hard, Yuu acknowledges the exhaustion from this battle. Clara sees the swirling wind magic gathering around the bird. Determination marks her face as she prepares for what's next. The dangerous whirlwind captures Yuu and Ciel's attention. Clara launches a mighty icicle, aiming to shift the battle's outcome. She hurls a massive icicle at the bird, hoping it will tip the scales. But it misses, and Clara feels a wave of disappointment wash over her. The bird remains fierce, its glare unwavering despite the close call. Yuu and Clara dash forward, determined not to let up their attack. They leap high, a daring move that catches the bird off balance. For a moment, they sense victory is within their grasp. Clara strikes first, her confidence soaring as the battle turns. Yuu quickly follows, using the opening to land a precise blow. Clara feels her energy fading and worries about the landing ahead. Ciel steps in, catching Clara and ensuring she lands safely. Clara, grateful and exhausted, ponders on their teamwork and close escape. She thanks Ciel, realizing how everyone played a vital role in this fight. As relief settles in, they appreciate what each brought to the battle. Ciel thanks them too, and Yuu suggests they celebrate together. With cheer and energy, Yuu proposes a feast to mark their victory. Even tired, Clara smiles and quickly agrees, buoyed by the idea. Their minds turn to future adventures, a feeling of hope taking hold. From afar, an unknown figure observes, hinting that more challenges await. Katya pushes aside the tension, focusing instead on the happiness they share now. Together, they look forward to their next great meal adventure. The group gathers for a meal, excited and chatting about the food Yuu has prepared. Yuu proudly introduces the dish as the Peng Charshu rice bowl, his specialty. Katya is drawn to the gleaming rice bowl, captivated by its presentation. With a bright itadakimasu, everyone digs in, ready to savor each bite. Yuu explains that the rice is like a hidden treasure beneath, just like bread. Their first bites are delightful, the flavors blending in perfect harmony. Clara enjoys the dish's soft, rich flavor, admiring its delicate balance. The rice ties all the flavors together, creating a surprising taste sensation. Katya observes the mix of sweet and savory elements in the dish. Clara finds the rice just okay by itself, but incredible when paired with the meat. Yuu muses about the exciting flavors, realizing he has much to learn about his friends and the world. Curious, Yuu picks up another bite, enjoying the moment's simplicity. This food sparks warm memories, momentarily making Yuu feel at home. Sharing a taste of comfort from Earth fills the group with a sense of wonder. With heartfelt gratitude, they thank Yuu for this special meal. Content and satisfied, Yu suggests taking a break before they continue on. Noticing Katya's thoughts elsewhere, Yu gently asks what's on her mind. Katya shares her worry that nothing seems to change, despite their hard work. She reflects on how their earlier efforts might go unnoticed by others. The group rallies around Katya, their combined resolve stronger than ever. With a confident smile, Yu tries to ease Katya's concerns. Clara adds her support, reminding Katya they are in this together. Katya smiles softly, buoyed by their shared strength. Energized, they embrace their bond and prepare to forge ahead. Their journey continues under an open sky, filled with hope for new adventures. Approaching a cave, the group cautiously checks its entrance. Feeling confident after the inspection, they decide to venture inside. Curiosity leads them down the straightforward path within the cave. At a dead end in the cave, the group wonders about secrets still hidden. Katya feels there's more to uncover, her gut telling her there's a clue nearby. They find the remains of a family, with a tattered book marking their presence. Clara sees it's a Maoru book, hinting at a sad link to their quest. The book's description reveals ties to the Maoru family, deepening their mission's meaning. Katya connects this to the giant demon bird known as Wilda. Understanding dawns as they realize the family fled from the Sky King. Yu notices Clara's silence and asks what's on her mind. Clara admits she's sad, weighed down by the book's history. A glimpse of the past shows their brave fight against Wilda's rule. Hate-filled words in the book reveal the depth of their despair. Yu comforts Clara, saying their journey still holds meaning. Katya points out they've solved a mystery that many failed to uncover. Clara reflects on their journey, grateful for all they've learned. Yu acknowledges their trials and jokes about how defeating Wilda helped. He suggests that avenging the Maoru is enough, questioning more grief. Clara nods, wiping her tears as their shared mission unites them. She promises to honor the Maoru, keeping their memory bright. They think about what's next, wondering if missed clues remain in the book. Clara thanks Katya, resolute to keep going despite hurdles. As they press on, Yu holds a pendant as a symbol of unity. Ready to leave, Clara vows to carry the Maoru's story forward. She feels the calming embrace of Maoru spirits around her. With newfound strength, Clara leads toward the cave entrance. Together, they venture deeper into the cave, ready for what's next. Someone sets out a meal, adding a touch of warmth as they juggle their tasks. The team steps forward with a strong bond, ready to face what comes next. As they make plans, the Chamber of Doom and the Zaoism group stir up discussion. They consider asking for more help, knowing extra friends could be valuable. Plans are paused until tomorrow, giving them time to organize effectively. Ciel's opinions surface, revealing the group's unique dynamics. A shared laugh lifts spirits, easing any lingering tension. The morning brings surprises, leaving Yu taken aback by what they find. They discover a massive food source atop the plateau, carrying historical weight. The mission's scope widens with figures like Master Randall being involved. Everyone turns to Yu for answers as Ciel meets the group formally. The person asking seems overwhelmed, hoping for a laid-back discussion. Yu encourages a relaxed vibe, helping everyone let their guard down. Katya looks back on their adventures, realizing just how memorable they've been. A thoughtful silence fills the air as someone chews over recent events. The group ponders how their discovery might change the pages of history. They're praised for locating the silver rice, lighting up with happiness. They take pride in their achievement, turning mysteries into reality. Though modest about their success, they acknowledge its true impact. The group's beginnings are marked as the first step, paving the way for more. Determined by their silver rice find, the group joins hands in unity. Alicia recognizes their talents and suggests an even bigger challenge. She hints at a bold path, one only they have the potential to pursue. Alicia teases them about the destination, leaving everyone curious. Her sly grin reveals she knows they're onto her plan. With the big reveal, Alicia names Paradise of No Return as their next journey. Katia registers the weight of this idea, growing more worried. Ciel speaks up against the plan, hinting at trouble within the ranks. The crew huddles together, talking about the Paradise of No Return, a place with ominous tales of vanishing adventurers. Realizing the gravity of their mission, a wave of unease washes over them, keeping them on edge. Ciel takes a deep breath, urging everyone to think things through before jumping into action. Yu nods, acknowledging the risks but also the rare chance to uncover secrets. Ciel remains quiet about her hidden reasons, but her resolve shines through. They know diving into the unknown is the only way to unearth island truths. As distant clouds drift by, thoughts of the island stir their imagination. Ciel drops a bombshell. It's a flying island, lifting its mystery sky high. Turning to Lord Dimatoria for wisdom seems like a smart move. They wonder if Katya has already dished out some inside info on the island. With excitement, they find out the island shows up every 6 months along the coast. A stern reality check reminds them that half-hearted efforts won't cut it. Could it be black magic, someone ponders, reigniting the sense of dread. Still, they're encouraged by whispers of a team that once made it back alive. The island's magic packs a punch, and it's throwing their plans for a loop. Katya agrees, dealing with this magic storm is pretty much a sure thing. Bracing themselves, they gear up to tango with beasts like iguana leopards. They remind each other that if the beasts are tough, the locals might be tougher. In a confident voice, Yu assures them they have what it takes to get through. It's time to get ready, making sure they've got plenty of supplies for the trip. Yu stresses how vital it is to gather essentials, suspecting they might miss something big. Boosted by their skills, they feel ready to tackle whatever the island throws at them. The sturdy walls stand silent, yet supporting as Yu affirms their legacy of success. With steely determination, Yu cheers on his friends, confident that they're the team for the job. A trusted handoff shows Yu's peers believe in his lead as solid and unwavering. A hush falls over them as the weight of the task settles on their shoulders. They talk food strategy, aware of the island's potential bounty and their needs. Pondering the island's dark legends, Yu wonders if they're just tall tales after all. He reminds the team to stay alert, realizing that food isn't their only concern. A memory flickers for Clara, revealing secrets she kept hidden. Clara hesitates, unsure if she should share what she remembers. She finally admits that no one has confirmed a death on the mysterious island. Many travelers have gone there, but their fates remain unknown. Clara mentions a rumor that the island might not be a paradise at all. The stories of paradise could just be imagination, she adds. Yu suggests the island might follow a predictable path. Rumor has it the island is a ship, but Clara urges them not to get too excited. She warns about the difficult journey and powerful creatures ahead. Despite the worries, Yu wonders if the rumors could be true. Yu asks if they're ready to risk their lives for the truth. The group feels a united determination as Yu sees their spirits lift. The clear sky seems to promise a new beginning as they prepare their announcement. Yu calls everyone's attention to reveal the exciting plan ahead. With excitement, Yu announces their next big adventure to the mysterious island. A friend expresses envy, dreaming of joining such a unique journey someday. Trust in Yu's leadership builds the team's confidence for what lies ahead. They're reminded of the countdown to departure, adding to the thrill. The structure against the sky reflects the endless possibilities as plans take shape. As they navigate lively streets, they share thoughts on upcoming tasks. Katya and Clara talk about first impressions and the importance of understanding. The group bonds quickly, getting past initial awkwardness to become fast friends. They debate what supplies are needed, unsure about the journey's challenges. They agree that securing a food supply is crucial, hoping water sources will be available. The team plans to use island plants and seeds, bringing medicine just in case. Concerns about hidden venoms rise, but Yu's skills offer comfort. Clara and Elisa stick together, boosting protection and morale through the nights. Their past wins against tough creatures pump up their confidence. Even though there's no leftover proof from the island, it stirs up a mix of doubt and curiosity among them. Katya wonders if the island hides a secret, maybe even tied to the mysterious Mauer family. They know that even the smallest clue could open up big things for their mission. Supporting each other, they agree that their bravery and good hearts will chase away any jitters. Clara thinks back to their habit of bold moves and knows this next step won't be easy. The rest of the team stands ready, focused on the exciting challenge that lies ahead. Though they face unknown tests, a wave of positivity runs through them all. A quiet moment hits them, reminding everyone how vital their unity is. Ciel shares a smile, feeling a stronger bond with the group now than ever before. They step forward with purpose, Ciel now a full part of their team effort. Stepping into a small shop, the older gentleman greets the group, his eyes wide with both surprise and concern. He recalls past adventures, acknowledging just how much the group has been through. Thankful for their past help, he asks about the well-being of their young companion. The man shares his tie with the girl's family, explaining how he's always cared for her gear. Despite her courage, he's worried about her choice to venture out on her own. Reassuring him, the young woman confidently says she's got a strong role supporting the team. Looking at their spoils, the man gets ready to turn it into something special. One particular piece catches his attention, reminding everyone of a tricky past battle. Seeing its potential, they agree to turn it into a new strong weapon. Yu admires how practical Katya is, impressed by her strength of mind. The shopkeeper nods at their plan, setting his mind on the craftsmanship required. Amazement overtakes him as he inspects the bones, curious about the group's daring quest. Upon hearing where it came from, he's stunned, recognizing their courage. He identifies it as from a legendary creature, hinting at a fortune. Yu quickly decides that keeping the potential power is more important than selling it. While most would go for profit, this group seems to see a bigger picture. Even with sacrifices involved, they focus on what this choice will mean for their team. Their shared goals and trust in each other outweigh any temptations. The shopkeeper, now excited, sees a chance to create something truly unique. After some chatter, they decide on crafting a magical gauntlet, strengthening their determination. The smith is so delighted, showing his dedication, surprising everyone. Katya and an ally chat about Yu's interesting leadership style. With only 2 days until they leave, preparations are in full swing. They realize just how much stuff they'll need for their half-year journey. Though it's a tight squeeze, they agree it's smart to store it all together. Curiosity is high about what Yu's been cooking as he brings in more supplies. Yu invites everyone to the dining hall, building excitement for the meal ahead. With a smile, Yuu unveils a stack of fruit jam pancakes, delighting the group. Yuu proudly looks at the meal and mentions they used meringue instead of cream. With excited smiles and growling stomachs, the team gets ready to dig in. Katya takes a bite and loves how the pancake and meringue are so fluffy. She compliments how the fruit jam adds flavor without being too sweet. Yuu suggests a savory version too, getting everyone pumped for the journey. He wonders about the new foods they might come across on their adventure. The group decides that buying fresh vegetables would be smart for the trip. Katya notes they should keep an eye on their supplies since fresh foods spoil. Yuu emphasizes keeping up their nutrition, appreciating even small food luxuries. He eagerly checks out the gear, especially the new magical gauntlet. Yuu is impressed by how lightweight and easy to handle the gauntlet is. They talk about its mana potential and its strong defensive powers. To their surprise, the gauntlet creates a swirling wind, amazing everybody. The group chatters about how it can block and soften incoming hits. Their focus shifts to the Drowseater knife with its sharp and complex design. With confidence, they look forward to facing monsters with this adaptable knife. They admire its shiny look, amazed it's made from a part of a monster. Clara opens a journal that links her tribe's past to the legend of Paradise. She reads the entries aloud, sparking discussions about grudges linked to Paradise. The journal wonders about the fate of those who sought Paradise, hinting it might not be real. They ponder the real meaning of Paradise while thinking about struggles and dreams. Recognizing skepticism within the text, they relate it to their own doubts. Clara confirms her curiosity matches theirs as she speaks of the Mauru tribe's quest. Yuu buzzes with excitement, hardly able to hide how ready he is to go. Katya joins in, surprising herself by feeling unafraid of the mysterious place. In a grand hall, the quiet sound of writing builds a sense of eager anticipation. A figure in a library muses on the enigma of the paradise of no return. Under the broad sky, the figure seems deep in thought, pondering possibilities. Looking out the window, the person announces that a crucial time has come. Someone reassures the group, admitting worries about what's ahead. Recalling past victories, they're ready to create new stories. Yuu laughs off praise, eager to come back with more tales. A nod of agreement marks the start of their journey. Standing on the cliff's edge, they plan their next move. A narrow path across the chasm begins their risky adventure. The group admires a floating island, aware of the dangers. They set off, remembering to stay safe above all else. Yuu jokes about being afraid but insists everyone stay alert. With laughter, Yuu leads the charge into their new adventure. As they leave, someone wishes them a safe journey. Waving joyfully, the group steps forward with high spirits. Someone watching feels inspired to match their spirit and drive. The group arrives at Paradise, captivated by its beauty. Awed by the scenery, they sense hidden secrets here. Relentless heat presses down, challenging their endurance. Despite the heat, their determination only grows stronger. Yuu's past skills and grit begin to click with the team. Joking about heat, Yuu bonds over memories of Japan's summers. The setting almost carries Yuu back to nostalgic summers. Yuu envisions a carefree day with friends, smiling softly. His peaceful smile brings him back to the present. Katya suggests using mana to handle the harsh climate. She notes Yuu's stamina with a hint of envy. They enter a thick forest, searching for water. Bright birds and high trees show the forest's vibrancy. Yuu comments on the lively sounds, sharpening their focus. They tread carefully, wary of lurking critters in the forest. Katya warns the group to stay alert for hidden dangers around them. Yuu thinks about the risks, especially if the water is not safe to drink. He considers using his skill to purify water, which surprises Katya. Yuu explains his skill could be a big help if any water is contaminated. They don't need the skill yet, but Yuu spots something just ahead. At the water source, Yuu checks if it's safe to drink, lifting their hopes. The water's purity brings excitement, though the area's name seems like a clue. Suddenly, a giant alligator lunges from the water, startling everyone. Yuu and the others quickly scatter as the creature lunges at them. The team becomes tense as the alligator climbs, showing its might. Realizing its intent, Clara and Katya take defensive stances. Katya swiftly yanks Clara away just before the beast's attack lands. Yuu analyzes the creature, confident it can be defeated. He spots thinner scales on its belly, thinking they are vulnerable. Katya dares Yuu to show his skills against the powerful beast. The alligator focuses on Yuu, preparing to confront him. Yuu strikes quickly, surprising the creature with his response. Though the alligator blocks him, Yuu remains relentless. Finding its defenses tough, Yuu decides to change his tactic. He unleashes Ice Flash, turning the fight in their favor. Seeing an opening, Katya prepares for a decisive strike. With careful aim, Katya moves in to end the battle. A massive alligator charges forward, its mouth full of sharp teeth, making Clara and Katya jump back in shock. Realizing the immediate danger, Yuu loudly wonders how this creature is still moving. Katya advises everyone to keep their distance until the creature calms down, confident it can't reach them. Yuu comments on the alligator's incredible energy, clearly impressed by its strength. He thinks back on their unexpected encounter with this powerful beast. Katya remarks on the forest's rumored dangers, admitting they aren't exaggerated. Despite worrying about future threats, the team feels hopeful with their allies beside them. Clara wonders if they can eat the alligator meat, and Yuu confidently says they can. Katsuya finds Yuu's adventurous taste impressive, and Clara's eyes shine with excitement. With the danger past, the group gets ready to examine their catch more closely. Gathering around the alligator, they prepare to open it up and see what resources they have. Yuu, wearing a confident grin, holds a special knife out to inspect their prize. He explains the knife, made from a dragon fang, is perfect for tough tasks like this. He muses that the dragon probably wouldn't mind its fang having this new use. The meat looks unusually appealing, like high-end poultry, inviting them to dig in. Clara excitedly asks Yuu about his plan for cooking the tempting meat. Considering his options, Yuu decides to sauté it with some fresh vegetables they found. Eager to start, Yuu leads the group into action, ready to cook and see how it turns out. The mood lightens with the promise of a tasty meal, bringing smiles to everyone's faces. Yuu admires the meat's fine texture, thinking this might just be a culinary paradise. A surprising sweet aroma fills the air, hinting at the unique influence of the environment. Yuu watches as Katya skillfully handles the prep, impressed by her speed and accuracy. Katya expresses interest in learning more and praises Yuu's cooking skills. While chopping and slicing, Yuu shares how cooking is vital when traveling alone. Yuu and Katya plan to have cooking sessions in the future, turning a skill into shared fun. Clara and Alicia chime in, eager to join the conversation and the shared cooking adventure. As the pan heats up, the group's anticipation grows, spurred on by the mouth-watering aroma. Starting with a generous slab of meat sizzling in butter, Yuu carefully begins sautéing. The delicious smell of the meal fills the air, making everyone's stomachs growl. Yuu beams with excitement, announcing that dinner is ready and it's time to dig in. Clara jumps up to set the table, clearly hungry and eager to help. Everyone gathers around, getting ready with their plates and feeling cheerful. Yuu proudly shows off his alligator stew, and the group can't help but be impressed. Katya admires the stew, amazed at how fancy it looks, even though it was straightforward to make. With a lively cheer, they eagerly start eating before it gets cold. Their first bites are savory and delicious, filling everyone with delight. Yuu smiles to himself, happy about how much they're all enjoying the meal. Amidst the compliments, Katya comments on how fresh and enlivening the dish tastes. Even with few herbs, the aroma alone has everyone enchanted as they eat. Yuu, modest about his skills, says the secret is in paying attention to details. A hush falls over the room as everyone waits eagerly for the next course. Deciding to savor their hard work, they get ready to sample the stew next. As they ladle the dense stew into bowls, its richness is obvious. Yuu observes the golden color, nicely achieved even without fancy spices. The vegetables are soft and flavorful, melting in his mouth with each bite. The meat is sweet and tender, complemented by the flavorful broth. Clara calls it delightful, enjoying how the flavors layer so nicely. Katya, impressed by the subtleness, appreciates the complex taste. Satisfied and content, they all quietly savor the moment together. Feeling recharged, the group gets ready to shift focus to setting up camp. Yuu directs the cleanup, asking Clara and Alicia to help with the dishes. Clara is amazed they had such a filling meal out here in the Badlands. Katya feels renewed, realizing her strength and magic have bounced back. She suggests it might be thanks to some unique power, piquing interest. Alicia comments on her heightened energy, feeling more than just recharged. They hint at a mystery, but Katya kindly asks Alicia to keep it a secret for now. The meal they've eaten does more than satisfy hunger. It refreshes their energy and boosts their strength. Seeing the benefit, Yuu encourages everyone to get moving while there's still daylight. Motivated by the group's bond, Yuu insists they must find a safe place to camp for the night. Driven by gratitude and friendship, Yuu is eager to support and protect his amazing friends. Reflecting on her journey, one of their allies stands determined, ready to prove her own worth. Katya vows to grow stronger, aiming to reach her friend's level and find pride in being their ally. Please support the official release.